Movies, something we enjoy from casuals to cinephiles. We form opinions simply out of enjoyment, not to be judged, but just to converse, finding common ground and also interesting takes as well. That being said, the years, as they do go by, whether it's from favoritism or albeit biasness, we always come from a warm-hearted place. Some of y'all call it nostalgia. I think we just simply call it love. What's your opinion? What's your reason? What's your rank? This is ours. So welcome to the movie years, 1991 and 1998. Thank you for being here. I'm bringing up my first guest. I think you know who I am. So let's bring up the man himself, JT.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me again. Thank you for the invite.
Oh, man. Thank you for having me. Finally getting you over here. I've been over there.
I know. I was saying that earlier. It was great that this is the first stream I'm actually on here. So this is good.
Yeah, man. I can't excited. Before we bring up our next guest, you want to tell them where they can find you real quick?
They can find me right there with that name, JT's Horror Discussions, here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on every platform, basically.
Excellent.
Everyone.
Great content.
Thank you.
And we have I'm going to just let him do it. I mean, nobody does it better than Gore. Go ahead, Gore.
Right. What is going on? How's everybody doing? What is up?
What is up? So, come on, man. Drop your channels and everything for me so they can find you in case they don't know by now.
Well, I'm Gorephobe, the G to the A to the P. I've got a bunch of new series going on right now. The best shit that I've ever put out so far.
Yeah, he's got some really good stuff coming and out already. Wow, that he's been dropping.
So it's at it's GOREAPHOBE.
Nice. And
the only one.
He's Gorephobe. You're not. And my last
I was waiting for that too. I know you were fishing for that, Cal. I was waiting for that line too.
Oh no, you gotta do that at the end.
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
Yeah. And the queen writer herself, Miss Ray Lee.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy to be here.
I'm glad to always have you here. Come on, drop those.
Again, very happy to meet you.
Got going
very
on.
Good to meet you. Right?
Yeah, happy to meet you too. Hello everyone. I'm Ray. I have a movie channel on YouTube, Ray Lee's Media. I mostly just do monthly hauls to my collection, what I'm adding to my collection and whatnot. I also have an Instagram, Little Bit of Ray. I post there more than I do on YouTube. I've been quite behind because I am working on my first novel that will be released this year. So yeah, I'm a bit behind, but I'm trying to get that book out. So
hell yeah.
That's great. Just keep going for it.
I want to thank all three of you for cutting
we want to read it.
Appreciate it. It's a crime horror, so
that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, you say I got these wonderful people. I don't want to keep them waiting. So for anybody not knowing, we're going to jump into our favorite movies from 1991, but we're going to start with our favorite honorable mentions first. So we'll go around the table and drop our honorable mentions. Hopefully Ray hasn't cheated this episode, but let's start with
been good.
What's your honorable mentions, buddy?
Let me see here, because I put a bunch of movies down here because I think 91 was a very, very hard year. There's a lot of sequels that came out this year, and not just like number 2, but like any entry number, a lot of 4s, a lot of 6 entries, and then we got Freddy's Dead and what was the others? The Howling 6 came out that year too. Silent Night, Deadly Night 5 came out. Puppet Master 2 and 3 came out. Ghoulies 3. We had so many sequels that year. It was, and not really great ones like those last few ones. But if I had to say, like, the best honorable mentions would be Subspecies, Stuart Gordon's Spit in the Pendulum. That's a really good one. I haven't seen that in a while. People Under the Stairs, I quite enjoy more than I ever really did in the past. And sometimes they come back. Those would be like the top 4 honorable mentions for me.
I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't know he was going to do what you did last episode. But yeah.
How do you not know me by now? I always add more than they're supposed to be. to everything.
That's the challenge, JT. Is the because if we could pick as many as we want, we'll just take the whole list. There'll be nothing left.
Well, that was more of a commentary on the year itself.
True,
and,
true. But it's still a
going on
cheat. I know what you're doing, buddy.
That's funny.
You stole the cheat right from me, man.
But
You stole
most
the
of
cheat
them
right
are not
from me.
good ones. Most of those sequels are not good
It's
ones.
awesome,
Well,
man.
I don't enjoy them, I should say. Yes. Exactly.
Gore right here, he's gonna show you pure horror. That's what he's gonna do. Gore, what you got for your honorable mentions?
Well, since JT basically mentioned everything else, my honorable mentions will be say popcorn,
Okay.
body parts, the original. Sometimes they come back. I was gonna say Subspecies and Stuart Gordon's Fit in the Pendulum, but JT already took care of that.
Those are good ones.
When I was looking up stuff, I kept seeing sometimes they come back too. Maybe that was a glitch I was seeing. Like I didn't know the original one was this year, was it?
Yeah, the original was.
Oh wow.
Did the sequel come back in '98? Because I remember seeing it recently too.
Because there's like two sequels, right?
The third one came out in '98, I think.
That was maybe that was it then.
That was sometimes they come back for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. Some title like that.
I kind of want to revise my list. That's sometimes they come back is really underrated. That's a good one, especially if when you look at it as a TV movie, it's really good. So,
and you got Tom McLaughlin who directed it. Did Friday 6. Jason Lives.
Nice.
And
Body Parts is pretty good too. Body Parts is pretty good too.
Oh, Body Parts. Okay, why did I think
that's another one.
Body Parts. Yeah, I got to check that out. See, Gore always dropping ones on me that I just don't know, because he's just like, I could always look to him for like that horrorcore, pure horror. Even though his honorable mentions, that's his light stuff usually. But
yeah,
let me get in there. Okay, Ray, what you got for honorable mentions?
I got two. I have The Pit and the Pendulum, and I went ahead and put The Addams Family because it's a child's movie.
Yeah, child's horror for sure.
Yeah, but I have The Addams Family and The Pit and the Pendulum.
Nice.
Good to see love for that movie.
Yeah.
Is it me or like Addams Family can't be overdone? It feels like, I mean, as much as I love the John Astin one, the black and white one, something about Raw Julia and just like that, just that whole cast, they just have so much chemistry together, and they're just so iconic. I don't know how they'll ever.
And Gordon's
the best Wednesday of all time, man. That was the best Wednesday.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, Ricky killed Wednesday.
Yeah, that's really good. But have
I've
we
never
really
been
ever
an
had
Addams
a bad one? I don't think we've had a bad one yet. You know, we've had a lot of stuff rebooted, and we've had the characters like, that wasn't good. But I don't think we've had a terrible Wednesday yet. But she's clearly the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was never a big fan of them, the Addams Family. Never got into it.
For me, I'm gonna go with what about the Munsters? Did you get into Munsters?
Never got into them either. No, never was a Munsters fan either.
The Munsters was the one that just didn't click for me.
Yeah, for some reason, it's not that I dislike them. I just never really watched them. And I maybe watched a few episodes back in the day, the show, the movie, the Addams Family movie that you guys were just talking about. That's about it.
Yeah, that's cool. I love them. They're great rewatches for me. You know, they're easy watches. But for me, all right, honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with the Addams Family for sure. That I had to do that, and the reason that if we did just a straight movie, that would be a high in there for me. I absolutely adored the first Addams Family. But the reason it's an honorable mention is because I feel like it's a gateway horror movie for your kids and people who's not really into horror. This is what you give them because they're clearly creepy, right? So this is like watered down horror for them, like the essence. And my second one would be a movie that a friend of mine named Culture Trini put me on to that I watched a year or two ago and absolutely adored. And it's called Nothing But Trouble. So definitely has horror vibes, but it's strictly more a comedy than anything. But if you've seen the movie, you kind of get what I'm saying. It feels almost like a Tim Burton movie at times, but it's really I think it's really cool. John Candy.
Okay.
Chevy Chase, Demi Moore.
Great cast.
I know I'm missing somebody, but first role for a cameo of Tupac. It's really good. It's really good. I truly enjoy that movie. It's a weird movie. There's like, it's hard to explain it, so you just need to watch it. But yeah, Nothing But Trouble and Addams Family for me. So before we get into our while we're really here, let me just say hello to the chat real quick. Let's see who's here. Movie Hunter, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Always good to see you. My guy Chandler. I'm gonna have to have Chandler up here one of these days. He's definitely down to do one of these. What's going on, Chandler? Let me see.
What's up, everybody?
Everybody saying hi. We gotta say hi to Mr. Memoir. Anthony, what's going on,
What's
man?
up, man?
What's up, Tony? Ain't missing anybody else? And anybody who's here ghost watching, what's up to you? Acres of Movies. Hello. How are you? How are you?
Hey, Stacey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank
Stacey.
you, Acres.
That's your name, Stacey? I'm sorry. Hey, Stacey.
Yes.
And my previous guest, Dan the Man Otero, was up here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. This man right here. I mean, does he need any introduction? We all know this man. Good to see you, brother. And I think that's it. It's good to see you.
What's up, Synth? How you doing, man?
Appreciate y'all time. Y'all could have been anywhere, but you're here with us, and we truly appreciate it. So we're going to get into it. We're going to see how JT get out of this one. I want to hear his number 3 for 1991.
All right, number 3, I got Child's Play 3.
Child's Play. Why so low?
Because, well, it's my least favorite in the franchise. So, I mean, that was another thing going through this year that I know. And I said earlier, I'm not going to say, but I know how much you love that movie. I'll say that.
Yes.
So,
I don't think a lot of people don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, the first is my favorite. It's actually the first one is actually my favorite horror movie of all time. But the third movie, I absolutely adore. And people just, I feel like
I still like it. I mean, I made the third for 91. I still enjoy it. It's just my least enjoyable one. But there's great stuff in that movie. The whole ending and the setting and the set pieces and stuff and the Halloween ride and all of that's fantastic. I mean,
when you think about that,
great lines in it. Chucky's gonna be a bro, and that's so many funny lines that he got. I think that movie got a lot of hate too because they didn't bring Alex Vincent back, and there's a different Andy. I think it got shit for that too. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like
he knows why too. When I had Alex Vincent on a few years ago,
you always get the good guess, man.
No, well, I just ask. I mean, that's basically all it comes down to, is just asking. But he said it. He said it totally made sense because they came to him and then and briefly talked to him and then said that it doesn't really make sense anyway because of the flash forward. So he was fine with it and everything. But I like that Andy. I forget the actor's name.
Score. I love when you really think about the amusement park setting, the ending, like that was just very unique. And this is, I still love the Chucky franchise. I love Bride of Chucky and the other ones that, I like them. But this is right where before he became like a lot of comedy. Like this was his this is his Freddy Dream Warriors. When Freddy was like that balance of comedy and horror. It's like this is it, and then this is almost peak Chucky in my opinion. And then he goes into the direction they've been in ever since. And then like Freddy was at his peak at Dream Warriors, and then he went into a whole another direction. So
the more comedic route. Then they both franchises tried to bring it back to being serious again. With Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Notice it's the third one though. They do this.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well,
cool.
It always seems to be the third entry that they start after that they start really going like different directions and just like off the wall, depending on the series.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that from you. I'm surprised that you even having it on.
That's right. Oh yeah, that was number 3.
All right, Gore, what you got for your number 3 of 1991?
Now, this probably be my least pure horror of all the picks, but it's still got a big horror element. I had to go with Martin Scorsese's remake of Cape Fear, man.
Cape Fear, okay.
Great movie.
Cape Fear. Yeah, he was a creep for sure.
I don't as good as the original, in my opinion. Damn,
I agree.
I haven't seen that.
He's probably a top 5 for me. I love Robert De Niro, but for some reason, Cape Fear. What pulls me out of Cape Fear is the score, the music. It feels like it's not meant for that movie. It feels very 70s. Like it makes the scenes for me not feel as serious as they're supposed to feel. But
I haven't seen it in that long to remember the score, so that's interesting. I got to rewatch it and take notice of the score.
The score it feels bigger than the movie. The score feels like it should be in something else, like almost like I don't want to say The Shining.
It's too bombastic for the movie, kind of like it's a little too
that
over.
way.
Yeah,
but that is not the
tragic feel. For me, it's really tragic, and it builds up to this. Goes from tragedy to like this build up to like something's going to happen and something's going to explode, and then it does, and then it calms back down. I think it fits perfect, but
yeah, that's a good pick. I definitely didn't expect that, man. That's one though. I'm not. It's not a bad movie. I'm not saying that, but
I got more to say about it. I'll say that.
I didn't see. I didn't grow with that movie, so I caught that movie a few years ago. So I probably don't have. It's one of those movies that's probably gonna have to sit with me for a while, and maybe I'll appreciate it more. That's funny with time how our opinions change. There's movies I could give you now that I love that I didn't like at all.
Watch the original too. Watch the original too. Robert Mitchum plays the Robert De Niro role in the original one.
Yeah, that's right. It was Mitchum. Great performance too in the original. Yeah.
Good pick, Gore. Good pick. All right, Ray, what you got? Number 3.
Okay, this is one of those ones that I wouldn't really consider too much of a horror film, but it was on there. Clear Cut with the late Graham Greene.
Oh, okay, I think I've seen that.
I haven't seen it. Can you give me something on that? I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, it's about this Native American tribe losing a great bit of their land in a legal battle, and the government comes in and starts clear cutting away their forest. And there's one Native American played by Graham Greene, who takes the lawyer who was supposed to represent them, who lost them the land. He takes him and the guy who I think took the land. He takes them both hostage and he tortures them.
That sounds so familiar. I can't remember if I've seen it though.
What's the name of
it? Clear Cut.
Clear Cut.
Oh, okay.
What's the stars again on that one? Like who's in it?
The only one that I remember is because he stands out and he was such a great actor, and he just recently passed, was Graham Greene.
Graham Greene. No, I don't know Graham Greene. Damn, I feel bad. R.I.P. But yeah, sounds good. Sounds like something they've done a lot of, but probably at the time in '91 it probably wasn't done a lot,
Yeah, and it was pretty graphic. I mean, the torture scenes were, I wouldn't say overly graphic by today's standards, but I mean, for '91, I mean, you literally see a man get skinned. So,
okay.
I mean, yeah. So
that's interesting.
Gave you inspiration.
Especially that there's another skinning in a movie of this of '91.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Before we get there, I'm gonna go. My number 3 for '91 will have to be. Shout out to Culture Trini again. A movie he introduced me to. It's a movie I always seen in the VHS era. I always seen it on the shelf, but just how there's the movies you always seen the poster or the tape, and you just never really picked it up. But you've seen it a million times. But I watched it, and it was so good. I watched it 2 times in a row, and that would have to be People Under the Stairs. People Under the Stairs was great. I loved it. Wes Craven is probably my favorite horror director, and I love the chances he took, especially in the '90s, even when he went with Vampire in Brooklyn. But like this right here is just, I can't say a bad thing about it. It's comedic, but not too much to take you out of the horror elements that they have in the movie. I don't know. This one right here is so good. I think everybody has cast it well. Yeah, People understand.
It has a very good cast, and it's a movie I didn't care for too much over the years. And every time I watch it, which isn't too often, but I did rewatch it like within the last year, I appreciate it more every time I watch it. And it is a very fun movie, and the cast is great. Ving Rhames and who's the kid who plays the little kid? I always forget his name too, but he's great. He's hilarious in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said though, it's still not like
Yeah.
comedic enough where it takes away from any suspense that's
Mhm.
built around it, because there is a decent amount of suspense in that movie.
I just love with Wes Craven. He didn't stick with that very long, but I feel like people look at Cursed and they just look at the bad and like of that tone he was going. That was towards the end of when he stopped doing those kind of tone movies. But I think he got it right here. I think it's very interesting how he does it, and it's now that we're so past the '90s now. When you watch it, you can really feel the '90s, man. It's not like it was made in the '90s.
Yeah.
Like the movie is really a time capsule in a good way. So
That's
Yeah.
true. It does have a very 90s feel to it.
for sure. So
Yeah.
all right,
Cool, man. That's Brandon Quentin Adams, and yeah. But I think the two that steal the show in this, man, is Everett McGill and
The
Wendy
couple?
Williams as that couple. Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they're good.
The part that sticks out in that movie. The part
Yeah.
that sticks out in that movie is when they shoot Prince
Dude,
in the wall.
dude,
Shot
that's
Prince.
the shit. Like the mask, him running around, like that shit is nuts.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever seen Ving Rhames.
It goes out there, that movie. Yeah, I think that was one of the earliest roles I remember of seeing of him in the movie. Was that
For sure, Gore. Yeah, you're completely right on that. Like their chemistry, they kind of make the movie. They're really good.
Yeah.
They're just nutballs for sure. Yeah. So, all right, chat. If you want to tell us your top 3 for the year, please do. We'll check that out too. So, JT, what's your number 2 for 91?
All right, so this is where I cheated a bit.
You did it
because I didn't. If I was going in order of what I thought were the best from that year or favorites, and there's only one deviation, and it's number 2 here. If I was talking favorites, it would be Popcorn from obviously 91, and if it was what I consider best, I have Cape Fear as number 2, and I think Juliette Lewis and Jessica Lange's performance in that movie do not get enough credit. That was what I wanted to say earlier.
Really good. And she was really young then too, man.
Yeah,
that was years before she did that for Killers.
Yeah, and before From Dusk Till Dawn too, and that I just did recently a review on. She was young in Cape Fear, and she did a great job. And I love Jessica Lange. I always have. So I mean, she's great too. So those 2 deserve shout outs. But Popcorn / Cape Fear for favorite /
What's the chick in Cape Fear from Stepfather Girl? What's her name?
Stepfather Girl.
The girl, the main star of Popcorn. She was in this first Stepfather.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
I'd have to look it up. I don't remember her name.
Really think. I mean, I know,
but that's a fun movie.
But
that's a fun movie.
I feel like she wasn't quite there yet, but she had it. And I think eventually with more movies, if she would have stuck with it, she would be considered one of our horror queens eventually.
I thought she was great in Popcorn. I mean, I think that's such a fun, underrated movie. And I have a double standard always when it comes to that film versus Happy Birthday to Me, because Happy Birthday to Me, I like that movie a lot, but it bothers me with, I don't want to spoil it, but the thing at the end with everything with the mask.
like you wouldn't know. And like the body shapes, they're totally different.
I know. It makes but I critique it hard in that movie. But when you do it in Popcorn, it's fine for me. That's the hypocrite there when it comes to look at those 2 movies. Like it works fine in Popcorn because the whole movie is goofy. It has that goofy, fun tone to it. So it's not that out there. But it just feels out there in Happy Birthday to Me, like a decade earlier. I don't know. It's something with the movies themselves that make one all right for me, and the other one bothers me.
I was disappointed with Popcorn, because I just always seen it around. It was hard for me to find. It was out of print, and it was so hard for me to find it. And I usually don't watch movies unless I own them, so I usually have to find them. And it was so hard for me to find it. And I guess I built all that anticipation up, not knowing what it really was. And it just ended up being a comedy, and it's so very unique. It's really unique, and that's why you appreciate it, because of how unique in the film style of how they shoot it. It really is. But oh God, it's so corny at the same time, and it's
It
just
really is. And it fits the name. The name fits perfectly. I mean, it's like the perfect popcorn movie. It's that perfect type of B schlock that this whole year was filled with. Just B schlocky movies. 91 this whole year. That's why it was so hard to pick from a lot of these, because it's like, damn, there's so many just cheesy fucking movies this year. There's a few real good ones, and those are the ones that I'm sure are high up on our lists.
Yeah, I somebody in our community, Wes, he has the Ninth Circle. I don't know if he still does a lot.
What's up, Wes?
But he reminds me of this movie made me think of him, because when he calls the girl on the phone, he's like the Ninth Circle of Hell and how he's talking, and I'm like, Wes does that voice sometimes. I'm like, Wes, is this where you got your personality from, man? I wonder. I need to ask him that. But yeah, that was really cool though. But I don't know, it just dawned on me one day, because I've known him for a few years, and then when I watched this movie a couple years ago, I'm like, oh, this is a Wes thing? I don't know. I've been meaning to ask him that. It's been a while since I talked to him. But let's get down to Gore. Gore, what you got, brother? For your number two?
Guy died?
Yeah, I heard that earlier. I didn't know him well, but
wow. I didn't know that. Rest in peace. Oh my God. I know Caveman died.
Where did you see that?
I did not know that either.
Yeah, someone let me know on Instagram earlier, and they just dropped in the chat. A few people dropped
about the chat. Yeah.
R.I.P. man. He just messaged me about Gore, and asked, and I said, well, reach out to Gore, and he said he wasn't feeling too well. That's sad.
We just lost Craven, and now this.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
Crazy.
God bless. Such a good dude. Well, oh man. All right. I'm sorry, Gore. This is on you. Number two. I don't know.
Well, on that note, my number two is People Under the Stairs. I have memories with this film. I'll try to get myself out of this frame of mind, but I wasn't expecting that. It hit me like a ton.
Yeah, it did too.
But I went to the theater and seen this in '91 when it came out. I was 18 years old, and my first love, the one I went to the prom and everything with, Dad wanted to take me and her brother to the theater, and they had us pick the film, and we picked, since it's Wes Craven, of course. I was like, hey, how about People Under the Stairs? So we went and seen it, and it was a total blast, man. Like I said, it's the first time I ever seen Ving Rhames. I wasn't. I had seen Everett McGill, of course, from Silver Bullet, and the Wendy Roby, the woman. I knew I'd seen her from somewhere. But the thing about People Under the Stairs is, man, is it's a horror movie, and it's got a lot of shit going on in it, but it's also a really good time. You know what I mean? It is a blast of a time. People Under the Stairs is. It's a well-made film, and it checks so many boxes.
Yeah, it's a very fun watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I'm glad that I've given it more chances over the years, and I have grown to appreciate it more. Because when I first watched it, I was like, it's fun, and then just never thought about it really again. So I'm glad that I gave it more chances.
I heard Jordan Peele was in the talks for a remake.
I heard that too, actually.
I think that's still happening.
That'd be a perfect movie, man. That'd be perfect for it, man. Yeah.
I think it'll be perfect if he really does it, because a lot of people are jumping to him lately, and they're not realizing that, yeah, he threw his name on a few of these movies we've seen, but they weren't really directed by him. So, you know.
Yeah, like the Candyman.
Yeah, or the Him. Everybody's not feeling Him too much.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's right.
That's not.
Well,
that's
he was supposed to have a film out this year, directed, and because I read something of maybe a few weeks ago that a producer spoke out about it, saying that he doesn't even have a script yet, and they were kind of like, the studios are kind of putting pressure on him a bit, because he's supposed to have this movie out. Now it's looking like it's going to be next year that his next directed film will come. So we'll see what that one is.
We'll see. All right, Ray, what's your number two?
Also People Under the Stairs.
This is a common thing. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I love this movie. It's a blast.
Yeah, I didn't I don't know if I thought you would pick this one, but I'm glad that I would like to see you do a review on that one, because I would really like to know your in-depth thoughts on People Under the Stairs. Knowing how you are, I would definitely want to know.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a good time. It was funny, but it also had the horror elements to it. So overall
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Perfectly
Okay.
cast too.
Yeah. Well, my number two. Now, I gave a speech. I gave a speech at the beginning of the show, so don't. They're my movies. It's not about them being the best movies. They're my movies, and my
That's
number
why
two.
I had to split number 2 for me.
Yeah, well, my number two. Let me say. I'm gonna say this too before I tell it. Don't judge me, and it's my favorite Freddy Krueger, and it's Freddy's Dead. Yes, it's Freddy. Yes, Freddy's Dead is my favorite Freddy Krueger movie. No, it is not the best movie. I am not biased in that. I know, in my opinion, Dream Warriors is the best made movie, but this is my favorite. I love the Power Glove. I love the Wicked Witch. I love this. I love Freddy doing this, and I love the ear kill, the eardrum shit, and what's with kids today, huh? No respect, like and they play with some jokes, but there's some dark themes in there, like just that whole him coming after her through her dreams and she's like a SA victim. That's dark. They didn't tap into that too much, but it's there. It's just there's a lot going on here. A lot of people tell me that he was a cartoon character in this movie, and when somebody broke down that to me, and I was like, huh. And then like you see the scene where the Roadrunner scene where he puts spikes in the road for the guy to, and I'm like, God damn, he kind of is like a cartoon character in this movie. He's like balls to the wall, but albeit maybe it's nostalgia. This movie was always on in the summer. On I don't know if you guys had the USA Network. This movie constantly.
Oh yeah, it was always on.
Yeah. Along with Child's Play 3, constantly. But the only thing about Child's Play 3 is they used to show a slightly different cut. You get a lot of extras.
Yep.
But this movie was always on. I just loved it. I love the crazy lady, even though she has like a 2-minute scene, Skip to My Lou. I love the whole
that's right, yeah.
Columbus set to sea, and then they got a whole song for when Freddie came aboard. It's like a Columbus type story, and the child Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold little cameos.
They were in it, that's right.
In a town with no children. I love it. The soundtrack is so great. Goo Goo Dolls, Awake Now is an amazing song. I love that song. And
I like the Goo Goo Dolls a lot.
Freddy's Dead. There's just a lot of good music in that. And I had a blast with it. I liked the daughter element, and we got to see little flashes more of his backstory. I truly enjoyed it. Now, as I get older and I see people's gripes, the ending is just like, okay, with the I like this. He almost sold his soul, made a pact with whatever the beings were, and to come back. Okay, I get it. But I feel like they rushed past that some more. I think if they could have been a little bit more serious with that could have been more to that. But hey, that's my pick. Freddy's Dead for sure.
Actually, it's a good pick for the year given too. And I don't think it's all nostalgia. Like you mentioned, I'm sure there is some, but honestly, when I covered the Nightmare series on the channel early on, I haven't seen, because it's not my franchise past 3. I love the first one. 2's my favorite. 3's great. Then Wes Craven's New Nightmare is really the only other one I love in that franchise. But when I went through them again, I liked 6 better than 4 and 5. I had a lot of fun rewatching that movie. When I compared to 4 and 5, I was suffering through like 5. Especially, but then I got to Freddy's Dead, and I really enjoyed it, like for the first time in a long time. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. There are a lot of stuff you mentioned, the Power Glove stuff, and the ear kill is great. There's a lot of inventive stuff in there, and he's definitely a lot more cartoony. But it works because they acknowledge how cartoony he is in that movie. In 4 and 5, they try to make him that cartoon character and still try to keep it serious, like for the most part. And it's jarring. For 6, they just kind of went all in and said, fuck it. Like, we're just going to have a blast with this movie. And it shows. It came out that way. I think it gets too much shit, that movie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know. I hear that a lot about 5 now. A lot of people, that seems to be people's worst. I mean, even though that's not the original franchise, but the remake is probably the worst. But in my opinion, I haven't seen a Freddy movie I hate. Like, whereas the other franchises, I hear people, they don't like Halloween 3. They don't like Halloween Ends. They don't like, there's always that hated Halloween movie somewhere in there. And then there's There's people don't like Jason in New York. They don't like Jason Goes to Hell. There's always this hate for a Friday movie somewhere. They don't like the fifth one, even though I'm hearing a lot of love for it lately. But they don't like.
It's been getting a lot more love.
Chucky. People don't like the Seed of Chucky, which is pretty bad, but they don't like it.
I love Seed of Chucky. I love that one.
That's crazy.
I think that's the best. That's the best scene in the whole franchise. Is in that movie for me when he proclaims who he is, and I'm Chucky, the killer doll, and the greatest slasher of all time. And he tells them all to shut up because everyone's making sounds and the chaos going on. That's so great. It's my favorite scene in the whole series. But it is an insane movie.
Would you say go ahead?
The doll kind of just fucking scared the shit out of you, though.
That kid is really Glenda. Yeah, that doll's creepy as hell.
It's terrifying. I'll put it that way.
That movie is a comedy.
Yeah, it is. It's a full on. I'm Japanese, and he looks at his wrist. I was made in Japan. Were my parents feudal lords? Did they something like that? Did they defend the emperor? Like were they ninjas?
You gotta teach the kid. You know what I mean? You gotta teach the kid, but they don't give a fuck. They're killing people. You know.
So funny.
It's my favorite franchise. I mean, he's my favorite horror killer. But as much as I love him, I'm not gonna let y'all act like this is a good movie. We're not. We're not gonna do that. Like,
it's a good movie.
It's the Batman and Robin of its franchise.
I won't argue with that one bit. No, yeah, you're right. It's absolutely the Batman and Robin.
I don't know, bro. And I love Chucky, and that will be the last on the list. I try not to kick it too much, but Jesus Christ. But back to what you were saying about this not being your franchise. My unbiased opinion is Freddy has the best out of the big slashers. I think he has the best franchise because I think it's more creative than everybody else's. And if you really look at the character, they didn't even scratch the surface of what they could do with this character. But and that's my opinion. But
he also has the shorter franchise though out of all the other
now, because Halloween's like been pumping them out.
I can't stand that last trilogy. The Halloween movies.
I only watched the first one and then I stopped.
Yeah, you're better off in trilogy. Every way. You're better off.
I have to watch them. I mean, I'm just such a fan. No matter if they do it, I'm going to watch the TV show. I just have to. But
I'll still watch whatever's, even if I don't. Like I watched the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I can't stand that whole series. I can't stand the first. The sequels are abysmal, and I still watched the prequel, and it was abysmal too. Just like all the
they're so goofy, but I heard that they stray so far from the book.
I never read the book. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they did.
Hey, we ain't going to diss the second I Know What You Did. I still know what you did last summer. Now okay. Anyway, where were we?
Jack Black.
Was we at our number? Yeah, we're going to our number one pick of 1991. Right. Y'all killing me up here. 1991. What's your number one for 1991, JT?
I mean, it wasn't even a question. And even though this is like, there's been the debate of this being a horror film or just a thriller forever since it came out, but it's Silence of the Lambs, like by a country mile all year.
Can we all just agree that that's everyone's number one?
Yeah.
It ain't mine.
All right. So then
it's mine.
All right.
Well, gee, thanks for the element of surprise. I'm gonna still come around to you like I didn't hear you say that.
But no, it's for me. It's just objectively the best film, in my opinion, on the whole list.
It's subjectively, unbiasedly,
subjectively, it would still be my favorite. Yeah. Like as soon as I went through the year and was looking at them, Popcorn would be more fun, but I can never put that movie under any circumstance over Silence of the Lambs, even under just funness category or anything like that. So yeah, it's Silence of the Lambs easily.
I mean, it's good. I love what it did for horror. I mean, Academy Award, right? But
it's still not a favorite film of mine. That shows how this year was for me. Like it's I love Silence of the Lambs, but I've never been crazy about it. I don't hold it up as high as many people do.
Well, JT, the idea of the stream was for it to be your favorites, not unbiased.
That's my favorite. Out of 91. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, he really doesn't like this year. That's his favorite, but he's like, I really don't like
that's the thing. When we get to 98, I got movies I actually love on that list.
I'm curious what you picked, Cal.
All right. Gore, come on, show JT how it's done. What you got for your number one?
Well, hey, I figured I would go with the best of that year. In my opinion, it's probably Silence of the Lambs. There's Manhunter is good. It's three things that make Silence of the Lambs better. Jodie Foster.
Yeah,
I agree.
Buck. What's his fucking name?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony
Hopkins and Ted Levine. Isn't she that real big person? Yes, sir. She's a big girl.
Yeah.
It's
Mr. Tuck and Roll. You like Mr. Tuck and Roll?
He's fucking great. Have you ever watched my intro? He's dancing to my fucking song. He's doing dancing to my fucking song. Ted Levine is fucking excellent in that, man. How he didn't win, it's beyond me.
He seems like he's just that character for a long time. After he played that character, it seemed like he played that character in a lot of movies afterwards.
Well, he was the voice of.
He just turned
Rusty Nail, of a Rusty Nail, also in Joyride.
Oh wow, yeah. Now that you say that,
I forgot all about that actually.
Okay, see, I really became a fan because I really enjoy Monk, so I see him a lot on Monk. But
yeah, he's that voice. Yeah, it really is a great film, man. I mean, you got to give it credit. I don't know if it was 5 Academy Awards great. But I think compared to what it had to go against that year, nothing else was going to challenge it, man. And I mean, Hopkins and Foster are great in everything every time they ever play. So
yeah,
I mean, other than I don't know if people who wants to have that debate of Jaws being a horror movie, but other than Jaws and Exorcist, Silence of the Lambs usually, and The Shining, Silence of the Lambs is usually like everybody's like critically. Like the best made horror movie. I mean, it's not mine, but I hear that a lot.
I know what you mean.
So,
like
it's the safe answer. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just the best horror themed film of '91, man, by far.
Yeah. Like if I'd said the two best box office would probably, I don't know how Cape Fear did at the box office, but if we were talking about like acclaim, I would say Silence of the Lambs and Cape Fear are probably the best movies from the year.
I don't think Cape Fear did better than Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs was
no, I didn't do better than Silence. I'm just wondering how Cape Fear did do the remake. I don't remember how it did.
But I hear Silence of the Lambs is even a favorite among horror readers. It's a top favorite book too.
So. A lot of people like Manhunter better.
So I'm still
a lot of people do, yeah, including Seth.
I prefer Silence.
Well, I'm gonna ask Ray like I don't know. Ray, what's your number one for 1991?
The Silence of the Lambs. It's beautifully written. It's creative. And the title is just beautiful itself. The whole thing's a masterpiece.
It is.
It has a great title.
But the writer, of course, you're gonna go with the writing angle. Okay, all right.
Actually, I have not read the book. No, I actually have to read it. I have not read the book.
Okay. It's a very good book. Thomas Harris, yeah.
Okay. All right, chat, everybody. Glad that you're here with us. I'm about to tell you the best movie of 1991. The best movie of 1991, and my number one is Child's Play 3.
I knew it.
I knew it. I said it before we started.
Don't fuck with the Chuck. Yeah. Awesome. This is the best.
That's another great line. Yeah. Don't fuck with the Chuck. That's another great line.
I'm still waiting for them to release that scene that was slashed from the film. John Ritter, it was actually in this film. And he shot a scene and he got killed in the factory when Chucky was being built or coming back to life, however you want to call it. But he's in there. But I think I seen something we were saying where they weren't able to get him in the film, so that him paying him back was putting him in Bride of Chucky. So it wouldn't make sense, but I still would like to see the scene though as a bonus. Something.
Yeah,
I'm a John
connect things a bit. Yeah,
yeah. But this is where it's at, guys. Great kills. Couple people in the film you don't mind seeing them go. I love Two-Face Chucky. You know when he gets his face is so nasty, but so cool at the same time. And I don't know, there's just so many. I can go on and on about this movie. Even the kills, I think these are two of the worst kills in the franchise. Like if you told me to do a rank of the kills, because they feel more realistic. Like when he scares that guy to death, like the heart attack, like some people look at that like because it's not bloody, But that shit is like that's
a good scene.
Yeah, it's like what the heck? And then the garbage truck scene, I think, is the saddest scene. Like the guy,
that's right.
Crashes in the garbage truck. It's just, I love it. And a lot of people hate on Tyler, but I think it was fun. I don't know why Don Mancini don't want to bring everything else back, whether it be bad or good. Just please, just bring him back. But even though the little boy in the new series looks like him, but still, just bring Tyler back, make it his dad or something. I don't know, but that is the best movie of 1991. I don't want to hear nothing else. But anyway, that's my opinion. Chad, I hope you enjoyed it. So to recap, my top three were: my number one was Child's Play 3, number 2, Freddy's Dead, and number 3, People Under the Stairs. What were your 3 again, JT?
It was Silence of the Lambs at number 1, Popcorn and Cape Fear tied at 2 for different reasons, and Child's Play 3 at number 3.
Gore, what was your 3?
My number 1 was Silence of the Lambs, 2, People Under the Stairs, 3, Cape Fear.
We really like People Under the Stairs, don't we? And Ray, what's your number 4? I mean, what's your 3?
My number 1 is The Silence of the Lambs, 2 is The People Under the Stairs, and 3 is Clear Cut.
Wow. Okay. I kind of like, for some reason, though, even though we all had like similar stuff, I still like the way we did it. Like that's interesting to me. I like how we did that. Okay. So we're going to switch over to a great year. Now, this year was hard, I think. Super hard. I love so many of these movies. And just because they're not on my list don't mean I didn't see them a gazillion times. I love them. Even if they were bad, I love them. So 1998, we're going to start with JT. What's your honorable mentions for 1998?
I only got 2 now.
Okay.
For this. Phantasm 4 and The Dentist 2.
Oh, The Dentist 2. Okay.
Yes. One thing I will never forget, and maybe this has a lot of nostalgia connected to it, but the cover art of The Dentist 2.
Yeah.
I'll never forget seeing that shit in Blockbuster growing up. And then I finally saw the movie just with the razor blade teeth that are in the woman's mouth as your old razor blades. And that was just one of the coolest like cover arts that you could see back then. And then it's just a fun movie. I like the first Dentist. Yes. I like it actually a lot better than the second one, but it's a lot of fun and there's some cool kills in there too. And Phantasm is one of my favorite franchises. So Phantasm, I love everything. Ravager, not so much, but still, I give that last one a pass in the Phantasm universe. So yeah, Phantasm 4 and The Dentist 2.
I haven't seen either. I've just purchased The Dentist 2, so I will be watching that soon. But I've never.
Let me know what you think when you watch it.
I've never seen none of the Phantasms either, so I want to get to those too. Those look creepy as hell, though.
You got to get into Phantasm. They're great, especially the first 2.
Speaking of cover arts that stood out when I was a kid was Boneyard.
Oh yeah, that's got a good one.
Yeah, the one with the like werewolf like poodle on the cover.
Yeah, it's like a weird dog or some shit. Yeah, I know. I remember that.
I would need to see that.
I haven't thought about that.
I remember that one. Lost Boys was always a big one for me, a movie that I never watched.
I never liked that.
But you've seen it everywhere. You would think the movie's pretty big among horror fans, but as a whole, the movie's not that big. And you would think, as much as I seen that movie when I was younger, that movie would be even bigger than it is. But it's not. I think the movie's good. I think it's the soundtrack doing a lot of heavy lifting. If it wasn't for that soundtrack, the movie would be just okay. But I do think it's good. I think Near Dark's a better movie. It gets less attention, but people love it. And the soundtrack is amazing, though. The soundtrack is awesome for Lost Boys, though, for sure. But that's a cover that always gets me, that I've seen a lot. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold this up. Gore, what is your number 3 for 98?
Well, I definitely agree with Jay.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, with Dentist 2, Corbin Burnson maintains that intensity he brought from the first one all the way through. He's fantastic. And my other one is Urban Legends, follow closely behind Fallen.
I haven't seen on Urban Legends, but I do want to see that.
Such a fun cast.
Urban Legend was a possible honorable mention on my list, even though I don't care too much for it, but it's on there. I have it on there. I only read 2 of them. There were more honorable mentions, but to keep it brief, I only read the 2.
I like
good. Really good. I had a crush on that girl too, the Noxzema girl. I call her Ever. Is her name Angie Everhart? Is it? What is her name? I forget.
Oh, Rebecca Gayheart.
Rebecca Gayheart,
killer, right? The killer.
Love her. Yeah, but that is a fun movie, and I love the ending. Like, I just love how she's there, and because it's an urban legend, so they're telling you a perspective of the story. So really, it could have never happened, or she's getting ready to tell you another story, and they could have went with another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so clever. It's like a way of opening up the franchise, and it was just a little bit. That part was a little ahead of its time, I think, at the time.
Jamie Blanks, the director, was one of the few directors, in my opinion, because you know how I feel about Scream and all those slashers after it, that I feel is making decent slashers in the late 90s, early 2000s, because he did Urban Legend, and then he did Valentine in 2001, 2002.
I didn't like Valentine, though. I know a lot of people love it. I did.
Yeah, I really like that one. Out of all that, like that era slasher, like that, I think is a better one.
Did you like Cherry Falls?
That one's a good one.
Okay.
All the boys love Mandy Lane. That
was great, but that's more. What is that? 08?
That's in the 2000s, right? It's like 2006, 2008.
I thought it was like 08. Yeah. Well, Amber Heard fit the hell out of that. I'm telling you.
No, she did. Yeah, she's great. In that.
Sure.
Whatever you think about it now, but she back then, yeah, she was looking good in that movie, and she's a great performer too.
And that girl from the very beginning, the one that's singing "Totally Eclipse of the Heart," that's Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner's daughter.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And we have Brad Dourif too at the beginning.
Not to say, but I was going to say Brad Dourif, for his pick for Urban Legend, he was so good with his little bit of role in Urban Legend. Yeah. I really enjoyed that, and to see that he wasn't the killer. I'm trying to help you out, bitch. But,
yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
But that guy didn't know
about French. Okay, Ray.
Honorable mention 1. See, I don't know about this one because I was contemplating whether or not this should be 3, and 3 should be an honorable. Whatever. I'm just gonna go with Dark City.
I wanted to go with it. I thought it was sci-fi, but go ahead.
I don't know. It's mind control, so I don't know. It works.
It is dark. It's nothing for sure.
Yeah. Sphere. And number 3, I don't even like this movie, but the cover art always stood out to me, and my mother liked to threaten me with it, was Strangeland.
Strangeland was another one I had on my
Wait a minute. Why did she threaten you with it? Because you was getting piercings or something?
No, the cover art
it was
mouth?
one time it was just like, typical child mood swings. I'm gonna run away from home and shit. And mom's like, you want to know what can happen to you if you run away from home? Yeah. Yeah. So my mom was brutal like that.
That's hilarious. I watched that movie. That was the first movie I ever watched on Tubi. Like I don't stream much.
Yeah?
So, yeah, I watched it. I don't know, about last year or something, and I was testing it. Actually, this laptop I'm using, so I just tested it out, see how it ran, and that was the movie I chose. I was so disappointed.
Feeling that one's going to be high on somebody's list.
I was disappointed in that one, but it does. Why does it play like a true story like this happened before? I don't know why.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in years.
Strangeland, it was mostly about because like the internet was just becoming a very big thing. It played on parents' fears of their children talking to strangers and leaving to meet with strangers online.
It was like an early Megan is Missing almost.
Yeah.
D.
Snyder is great, and that's one of the things I remember most from that movie is him, because I loved Twisted Sister growing up, and he actually grew up in my town on Long Island. D. Snyder, like where he grew up is like 5 blocks from me, like 5 blocks down.
Yeah, but I remember Dark City freaking me out too, especially the scene with like the needles in the eyes and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to commend you on that. That movie is super underrated. You're the first person I heard to bring that up, other than some guy that I know here named Foxtel Cinematics. He really enjoys that movie. Soundtrack is amazing to that movie. But the world is so vast and big. I'm surprised they didn't sequel it to death. I think it was worthy of another story. Like, I just wanted to know where the story went from there. Even an animation, a dark animation would be nice. Or I think that would have done good from maybe a 10 episode miniseries, like that story. I think it could be really, because I just think there's a lot to be told in that story. But great movie. Like, nobody talks about Dark City. So good.
Yeah.
For sure. Nice pick, Ray. I'm proud of you. You didn't. I mean, I know Jake more what you did last week, but still in all the picks. But I'm proud of you. That was a good one.
Yeah, restrained myself.
It's all right. I took the bullet for you this time.
So my honorable mentions. Now, sometimes there are better honorable mentions, like because it was hard for me. There's like so many movies I love. Probably a little bit more than one of my honorable mentions, but it's just because like Fallen, Gore. That is a top 5 Denzel movie for me. That is so good. Nobody talks about how good Fallen is. So good. John Goodman is good in it as well. But see, I use my honorable mentions like last time I used it for Addams Family and Nothing But Trouble because those are like horror toned, but not truly full-fledged horror. So I do the same with this year, and so I'm gonna go with Blade. Blade is amazing. It's one of the best superhero movies, but it is clearly a vampire movie, and it has a lot of horror in it. So to not include it in fashion and horror would be wrong, I think. So I got to go. So it makes the honorable mention without a question. If I considered a full-fledged horror, it might make it to the top. Blade is an excellent film. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Went to see it at the movies, didn't know what I was walking into, and it just blew my mind. And it still holds up. Even though I think Blade 2 is slightly better, I love the first Blade. So I'm going to go with Blade. And my second honorable mention, I fought with Fallen, Core. I did. But I talk about Fallen a lot when I can. So I'm going to go with one movie I never talk about. I love this franchise. The Prophecy 2, Christopher Walken. I love the Prophecy movies. Okay. I think they could do a lot more with it, but I still love the premise of it, of what they're trying to do with the angels and the war. And he fell from heaven, and he's like trying to, like he's so bad. Like the first movie happens, and then the second movie, he's so bad that the devil doesn't want him, so he gets kicked out of hell. So now he's on Earth, and it's really good. And then you have what's the girl's name from that did the dance? You guys?
I don't know. I haven't seen the second Prophecy. I've seen the original, which is great.
Jennifer Bills in it.
Oh, okay, I know that.
So she's pretty good. It's just really good, man. Really interesting. The first 3, the later ones have Tony Todd, and a few are Catherine.
How many are there? How many Prophecy
5
movies are there? There's
what's
that many.
What's the girl's name? Carrie. From she was in Hitchhiker 2. She was in one of the Wishmasters. Carrie something.
Oh, which Wishmaster?
I think Wishmasters 2.
With the main girl.
I think that's Carrie.
With the black hair.
I think so. She's the main girl.
I can never remember her name. The actress from Wishmaster.
These are the ones with Tony Todd and stuff, and they're pretty good. They're cool, like more about the Antichrist stuff. But the first 3 with Christopher Walken are a really good trilogy, and I employ people to watch it. The first one is clearly the best made movie, but I always favorite the second one. Just my favorite. But that's my honorable mentions: Blade and Prophecy 2. So let's get into it. JT, what's your number 3 for 1998?
All right, so this is the only cheat here because it's not a full-on horror, but it's an amazing film, and it's advertised and labeled a thriller, psychological thriller, and there's horror, some horrific stuff and thoughts and ideas at least in it. But Pi from Darren Aronofsky, which was his first film that he did, then went on to do Requiem for a Dream a few years later, which is a top film of mine. But Pi is a really underrated movie. And I don't want to spoil much on it, but it's about a mathematician who gets obsessed with trying to figure out life and the inconsistencies, and it relates to pi because he's a mathematician, and that's an inconsistent number. It keeps going on forever. So he goes into like this descent into madness, and that's pretty much all you need to know. But it's an excellent film, and early shades of Requiem for a Dream's type editing and the stuff that Aronofsky would go on to do, and a lot of his movies, like those little vignette edits that's in Requiem, you start to see some of that in this first film by him. Great movie. So I had to put that on my list, even if it's not a straight horror.
Okay.
That movie was recommended to me.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, anyone who hasn't seen it, check it out, especially if you're a fan of Requiem for a Dream or Darren Aronofsky in general, Black Swan.
Definitely. I like The Wrestler.
Yeah, The Wrestler's good too. Yeah, he's had a hell of a career, Aronofsky. But yeah, Pi is my number 3. And I will be right back. I'm running to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Darren Aronofsky can do anything, man. He's made damn near about every kind of film, hadn't he? Besides the comedy.
You would know better than I. I don't know many of his movies. I've never watched The Wrestler.
He's done The Wrestler and Requiem and this Pie, I guess, which Jay obviously considers it a somewhat a horror. So I'm excited to check it out, man.
Yeah, I got to check it out. It was recommended to me a long time ago. I just never picked it up.
Cool.
I feel like you would write a story like Requiem for a Dream, though. I just have that feeling.
Me?
You would write something. Yeah, I just feel like you would write.
Oh, well, I'm all about the tragedies. So
Yeah, I know.
I love Requiem for a Dream. One of my favorite movies, probably top 10.
Wow,
that is awesome. Ellen Burstyn is fucking unbelievable in that.
Ooh, you know what? She so should have gotten an Oscar for that.
Hell yes, she should have. Hell yes. I've been a fan of hers ever since The Exorcist, and after that, I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's called Same Time Next Year. She's in it with Alan Alda.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
It's a great movie. Watch it. Same Time Next Year. It's a love story. There ain't nothing fucked up about it. It's just it's a pure love story.
What was your pick, Keith?
He didn't go yet.
Oh, you great. Okay.
I was just laughing about his. It's a love story. It's nothing fucked up about it. All love stories are fucked up.
That's a fact right there.
Same time next year. Okay.
Yeah, but this is based on a Neil Simon play. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so good. Alan Alda, of course, is always great too.
Yeah, Alan. What are you talking about? What thing are you talking about? Alan Alda. Did I ever tell you he's my cousin? He's my mom's cousin. Alan Alda?
Yeah.
He's my mom's cousin.
It's called Same Time Next Year.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know if I saw it, but I've heard of all the stuff that Alan was in.
That shows my soft side.
Your soft side? There is one, huh? Okay.
But there is. I'm a very sensitive man.
All right.
God damn it!
Don't get mushy on me. All right. So, Mr. Sensitive, can you give me your number 2? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Number 3. I'm sorry.
The Faculty.
The Faculty.
Oh, I need to see that. I heard that was so good.
What, you never seen The Faculty?
No, I have not. It's one of the ones I've always wanted to, though.
Yeah, you got to see The Faculty. That's a great film.
Faculty's got all the elements.
Well, I'll say about it now.
Great soundtrack too. It's both score and soundtrack.
Very good score and very good. Yes, correct. And I like that you make the distinction there.
A couple of parts where the CGI isn't so good, but the rest
some of it hasn't aged the best, but it's still overall like there's maybe like 2 shots in that movie that I think off the top of my head.
So good. The rest is so good. You forgive that because the rest is so good. Yeah.
It's aged well.
I think the cast is phenomenal. I mean, even the little bit of cast, like the people that have just small parts, like Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick's great.
A lot of chasing on the field, son. Like
Piper Laurie's in it. That's right. Yep, Piper Laurie's great in it. So many. Josh Hartnett's great in it. I mean, I always loved that.
Oh, the teacher. What's her name? Something with an F. Girl from X-Men.
Yeah. What the hell's her name? The one he's into, right? And he's fucking with her.
Femke Jensen.
Yeah.
She said, "My foot so far
Jon
grass,
Stewart
sucking my toes."
Yeah. What? That's a great line. And Jon Stewart too is in it. And turns
he's the teacher.
He's little teachers. It's a crazy movie. That's a great one.
The funny thing is that he survived, though. That's funny. Like when they show him in the credits at the end, he's trying to eat a donut and he has no fingers.
That was an early after credit sequence too. You didn't see that as much back then.
Yeah, I missed that. And that is Gore. That is a perfect 90s movie. It is I think that is, you said what's the best of the 90s? That's one of them. Like I absolutely love that movie. So good. And it's always a debate though, whether it's because it's clearly sci-fi, but a lot of people try to fight that it's not horror.
Nah, that's a horror film straight up. I mean, sci-fi and horror get blurred very easily. And Alien, very, very often. Yeah, I mean, Alien. This the spectrum, right? So, I would say that Alien's definitely much heavier on the sci-fi spectrum than horror, but they're still on that same shared spectrum. Where there's definitely horror involved with there's horror in most sci-fi, unless it's just like a straight sci-fi story like Star Wars, you know, like battling out in space and something like that. Like that's just pure sci-fi with no real horror elements in it. But most of the sci-fi that we get, especially nowadays in the last few decades, has horror in some way incorporated into it.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett was on a clear streaky. I mean, he had H2O, then he went to this. It's just he was hitting heavy on this. And this really was, you know, this was the Scream decade, right? So for horror.
That's
and
why
so
I can't stand it.
They still feels like a product of Scream, but not really. It felt like it took what it needed to in the right ways. Like it doesn't really take from Scream per se, but like there's suspense and tension that's similar to it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
it's for me the only good thing Kevin Williamson has ever done, and The Faculty. You know how I can't stand him. Anything by him, anything by Kevin Williamson, except for The Faculty, I think is excellent.
Faculty is great, and Robert Rodriguez directed this. You know,
but they brought in Williamson for a lot of He wrote it, or he came in for rewrites. I think he wrote it, right?
He probably wrote it, but
he wrote it. Yeah,
this is so good, and
he wrote it. Halloween H2O.
Because I always sound like I'm the Scream fan, because it's not even Scream is not even in my top 5 favorite stalkers or whatever. But Scream, in my opinion, the original Scream is damn near a perfect horror movie. I think it's one of the best. I mean, I'm just saying. It is overrated in a lot of ways, like just the whole franchise as a whole, but the first Scream movie is undeniably a good movie.
It is a good movie, and it has hints of brilliance in it, and I've said that many, many times, and whenever it comes up. It's more of the disdain I have for the whole property.
Yeah, like
and the sequel specifically.
Scream both reinvented this franchise. They all bring it back to life. They also killed it at the same time.
Destroyed it for me, man. Slashers were destroyed after Scream. The slasher genre was in ruin for like a good.
It's still my favorite subgenre, so I could never like.
Well, that's why it bothers me so much, because slashers are my favorite subgenre of horror, and they always have been. So it's like when Scream came out and it was making a little goofy of it, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of like fuck off. Like this is my movie. Like I love slashers. Stop making them ridiculous. Maybe it comes from that, like or something like that. I don't know. I still haven't been able to figure out my lifelong disdain for the Scream franchise.
Well, you know, I remember I talked to a guy named Rev, and he always used to tell me he can't take Scream serious because of Scary Movie now. Like
that's another big thing. Yeah, absolutely. That's another big thing with a lot of movies like from that era. With Scream, I know what you did last summer. A lot of Kevin Williamson films penned by him and stuff, all ruined because of Scary Movie, which I prefer that movie better than Scream. Scary Movie. I think the first one's a better film than Scream is for me, or I enjoy it more at least.
Cindy instead of Sydney and shit. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Was it part 2 or part 3?
Brenda's getting stabbed.
The scary hand. Which one is it? Where the like the butler's got the creepy hand?
Yeah, it's number 2.
Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, that is the best one. Scary Movie 2 is the best.
Yo, Tim Curry is
Brenda's sitting there. Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Brenda's sitting there, and like when Anna Faris falls, she's like, "All right, now let that shit just annihilate her white ass and
move on."
And then it comes, oh, she saw me, and then she trips and she gives that smile. Brenda's the best thing about that whole franchise. I forget her. What's her name? The actor.
You know, it's so funny because when those movies came out, it didn't feel like that. But now on rewatch, she is probably the best thing. So it's she aged better.
She was so practical. She was just put everything into her performance, like over the top and such a fun way.
Dude with the creepy hand and the guy in the wheelchair back and forth.
That was Christopher Elliott. Chris Elliott, right? Was the little hand guy. That was Chris Elliott.
Anna Faris, man.
Yeah,
Anna Faris. She was also in
May. Lucky McGee's May. Yeah, she was also in
Lover's Lane.
Yes.
First
and a few other movies. She was in a few horror movies.
Lover's Lane is not a bad film.
She got something about her, man. She got something about her.
Yeah, Lover's Lane was actually decent. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but for it to be so under the radar, it's pretty, it's on the same level as like if you like Cherry Falls, you should like Lover's Lane. So
they're similar.
It's a little bit more lower budget, but it's a fun film. I'm sorry, Ray. We took so long to get to your number 3. What's your number?
No, it's all right. I'm playing with Cinder. So my number 3 will probably have to be one of the vampire films I usually just jump to if I want to put in like a fast movie, and that would be John Carpenter's Vampires.
Nice. About time. If I had a round of applause button, I'd give you. It's good to hear that because I know Gore doesn't like it.
I actually just had that film on an hour ago in the background. I haven't seen it in so long, so I can't comment on it. But I remember not liking it when I first saw it.
You know, it's not great. It's actually not that great. But
yeah,
I would just throw it on. Like if I wanted a fast like action,
like a quick pick,
vampire
right? Like
film,
throw this on.
Yeah. It works great as a
for its genre. I mean, for its subgenre. I kind of maybe definitely for sure.
I'd have to rewatch it for sure.
I did like the villain though.
It was on in the background.
I did like the villain.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though James Woods the clear, but no, I'm joking. But yeah, I like it. I even like the bad sequels for some reason. I don't know. I can't tell you why I like them, but
I've never seen the sequels. I've only seen the first one.
The third one is just like a ninja movie with vampires. Is like,
oh really?
But 2 is fun too. I think 2's fun. It was that era. I loved it. That era of right before DVDs came out. It was the straight to VHS era. Like they had a lot of movies like Pinocchio's Revenge, Warlock 2 and 3, Dust to Dawn 3, the prequel. Like I loved those little straight to take movies. So I don't know. I just maybe it's nostalgia. I just love those movies. Gore,
yeah.
What's your feeling on vampires? Tell us.
Man, it's James Woods that I don't like for some reason or something. He just feels so slimy.
I never cared much for him.
He can act, yes, but I just don't like his face. You know what I mean?
I point to Casino by Scorsese always as a performance from James Wood that he really does a great job in, and I forget he's in that movie every time.
He's a scrub ass motherfucker in that.
He is, and that's what reminds me whenever I see him in that he is a great actor. He really is. I just don't like him, majority of things.
Yeah, I like to slap him right in the head.
Videodrome. I like Videodrome.
He does have that face. You remember he was a scumbag in I don't know if you guys ever watched Any Given Sunday. He was bad in that one too.
Oh, that's
The Onion Field from way back in like the late 70s. He played in a true story film about Ted Danson was in it too, where they took 2 cops out in the onion field and executed one of them. So and of course he was the main one with the gun, of course.
Is he not just like the villain though? Like I can't see him of anything but a villain.
Right.
I'm sorry, Ray. Go ahead.
But yeah, this was the one that I was kind of like debating on whether or not I should have switched with Dark City. But Vampires I watched more often, so like I remember it more.
Mm-hmm. I like that reason. Why. Yeah.
It's the only reason why it's number 3.
You return to it a lot. Yeah, actually. I mean, Dark City's clearly the better movie, but I mean, in my opinion, but I get that reasoning, and that's a lot of why I pick certain movies. Like a lot of people's like, well, if we're talking about unbiasedly, yes, but if you're talking about just enjoyment and just easy watches and returning, lists are very different when you look at it.
Yeah.
Like that.
So I guess my number 3 would have to be The Faculty. The Faculty is excellent. I'm not going to get into it too much, but anybody who hasn't seen The Faculty, I don't know who you are, but check it out and look at that cast, and that's all you need to know. And just watch it. It's just so good, and you don't have to really be a horror fan to enjoy or even love this movie. And it's really good. You could just be a sci-fi fan, and if you're either one of those fans and you haven't seen The Faculty, tonight's the night. Just watch it. It's really good. So yeah, Faculty is my number 3.
And what is your number 2? You'll get another endorsement with that movie with my number 2 being The Faculty. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, guys. By now, that is my number 2 is The Faculty. Yes,
this is an undisputed top film of the 90s. Right? I mean, 91, 98 for sure.
That way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, guess JT. Nothing else you can say about it. So I guess we'll.
Yeah. I mean, we've already said so much. I mean, it's an excellent.
Yeah. So, Gore, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Strangeland, man. D. Snyder's Strangeland. I think he did
on your list. I knew
it.
And it's just, and plus that movie has a lot of nostalgia with me with my oldest son and stuff like, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, nostalgia plays a big role in our favorites. So,
oh yeah,
yeah, and I love the honesty. I love when people are, some people always just want to make the list sound good, like they're up for some, like, like type, we're making a documentary of good taste. It's like, no, I just want to know what you love. Like, your
honesty gets me in trouble, man. My honesty gets me. I'm too honest.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate honesty in all matters in anything we do. So yeah, that's cool. So Strangeland, huh? Is it me or the cop, the dad, right? He comes off
Kevin.
like a villain in a way. It's just that the other guy's worse. So, but I don't know. There's something about him rubs me like a villain.
Well, D. Snyder's role, he plays Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy abducted and assaulted and abused his daughter twice, man. I mean, he'd be a villain too.
He just has that vibe to me, though, Gore. Like we were talking about, Woods feels like a villain. Like the guy in RoboCop, the two guys in RoboCop, Dick Jones and the guy he killed that built RoboCop. They always feel like villains, even when they're good guys.
Well, the dude who plays the cop was also in Blow. He was at the end. He was one of the cops that arrested Johnny Depp, and he was also in Laid to Rest. He plays.
That's right.
He was in Laid to Rest. Oh, I got the sequel. I didn't notice him. Love those movies.
Kevin, I can't remember his last name. It's Kevin something.
Okay, well, Strangeland. I've heard a lot of that tonight. I never thought I'd hear that. Jesus, Ray, what did you do?
I knew that would be on Keith's list. I knew that would.
Yeah, you called that, JT.
I know. He loves that movie. That's why.
That's an iconic cover too.
I know it is. You did a watch of that a while back, Keith.
So Ray, what's your number 2?
Kind of cheating with this one. I went with Blade.
That's not cheating. I mean,
it does have horror elements in it, but I would consider it more of an action, though.
To be honest, if we have to pick that, consider a horror, it would probably be at the top of my list. But yeah, Blade. Blade is great. Nice pick.
But yeah, I love Blade. Blade is, well, one, he's like my favorite Marvel hero, one of my favorites. And Wesley Snipes was incredible as the character. Yeah, it's overall just a really enjoyable, fun superhero horror movie.
Yeah.
Is it me, Ray, or people sleep on Deacon Frost too? Stephen Dorff. I think he's really good in it too.
Stephen Dorff's a very good actor.
I prefer Nomak. I prefer Nomak from Part 2, but yeah.
2 is my favorite of the two. The
third 2 is badass. I love 2.
Yeah. But Blade, the scenes in this, and motherfuckers want to skate up ice hills and blowing up, exploding heads. I even like his 2 sidekicks. You got Whistler and you got the other girl. I thought great pick, Ray.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you watch
I love Blade.
I wanted that sword so bad.
Yeah, it is a cool looking sword.
But great.
So what was your question that you were gonna ask?
My question, I did ask it about Stephen Dorff.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna ask me something else before I interrupted you.
Maybe I was. It's gone now. It's gone. I'm sorry.
Okay. No
come back to me. But that's a good pick. Okay. My number 2 would be I cheated. Yeah, I did. I did a JT. I did a Ray. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. I pulled a Ray T. So I went. My number 2 is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay, JT. Yeah, I love that movie. Funny thing is, I think the first one is super meh, but I love the second one.
That's interesting.
I love Jack Black. Like he's bad, but it's so funny. Like the Jamaican asking where the weed is. Like it's just, or do they need some weed? Like it's just there's some cool kills in this. I even like the karaoke scene of her singing. I like Moesha. I like Party of Five. I like everything. It just it felt like this was her showtime of okay, Nev got Scream. Now you're next. Like they were swinging, and clearly Nev won the horror queen thing, but it just felt like a time where they were, being put up against each other. They were like, how Arnold and Stallone was put up against each other. Like they had their little couple years of like, okay, now
rivalry almost.
Yeah, and so now it's time for them to do a movie together, really. But So yeah, I love this. But my other one is tied with H2O. I had to put H2O in there. Halloween H2O is, what can I say about it? To me, it is top 3 Halloween films, and I really enjoyed it. When the last time I rewatched it, there was things about it that didn't age as well with me. Little things like just like even that scene with Jamie Lee Curtis, like just as soon as they show her, they introduce your Scream Queen screaming. The first time she's back on screen, she's just screaming, which is just so cringe. Just like, yo, who does that? Who screams like that? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just, it was a little much, but I love the movie. I love Jason in the car. I mean, I'm sorry, Jason. Michael Myers. People would they was riot if they heard me say that. Michael Myers in the car. I love his choice to not kill the mother and her child in there. I love little tidbits like that. I like the hockey fucking blade to the face of the boot to
cool
Joseph
guy,
Levitt.
actually.
Yeah, just so good. The soundtrack is so good. I even like LL Cool J's part. He's not overbearing. He's just enough in there. He actually made it through the horror movie. Nobody saw that coming. I love the something I didn't catch, but I caught it in the last few years. The homage to her mother in the Psycho, when she's having a conversation,
and the score too.
And then you listen to the score as it goes into Psycho, and then it melds back into Halloween. It's just beautiful. Like I don't know if people understand how like of a torch passed to the torch scene that is, and then how much
it's a
Psycho.
Beautiful mother-daughter on screen, and that was the last I think film that she did, Janet Leigh, right?
Yeah, she was really sick in it. I mean, you could tell.
Yeah.
And I was seeing on the stream. It might have been today or yesterday. It's always about Halloween and it's always about Black Christmas. Because there's always those two debates of which one is what got this slasher thing going, and I think they're both very important in their
neither
own.
Twitch of the
But
Death.
I think Psycho is the father of this franchise, and to see H2O acknowledge that with that little bit of scene, and just how the music is blending in together, I just think it's, from a horror aspect, it's beautiful to me, and the Psycho doesn't get enough credit for what it is to this subgenre. So, yeah, H2O, Josh Hartnett is a fucking dickbag, but, still good. It is, frankly, Halloween 2018 is the same exact movie, but with a daughter, instead of Josh Hartnett, a son. But this is a better movie, I think. Top 3 Halloween movie, loved it, rented it, kept renting it. I can't say enough good things about this movie. People talk about that scene with the CGI mask. I don't really see it, but I don't know. But I get what people are saying about it aging, but I still think this is a top tier Halloween film. So yeah, I cheated. I know what you did last summer. I still know what you did last summer, and Halloween is cool.
That's right. Sequel. Jamaican Jack Black. He is.
It's all good. You know how he says that every day. It's all good. Like, I was like legitimately sad when he died. I don't know why. But
well, he's just a likable guy, isn't he?
Just like, it's all good. He didn't deserve it, man. Like people, they tear that part apart about the guy, like Will Benson. When it came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, how didn't she see that? That didn't raise a flag. She's so paranoid, but yes, she didn't see that. But funny thing is she didn't like him the whole movie, and then you seen her reasons were valid, like something was wrong with him. So, yeah, I love it. And even the bartender chick, I forget her name. She's in a lot of cop shows these days, but she was fun too. So yeah. Okay. So we're going to our number one, right? Already.
Number one. This was easy, and this was number one for all of these movies from both years. Ringu from Hideo Nakata.
Tell me more.
Is a masterpiece. I mean, The Ring I love, and I think The Ring is one of the best Japanese horror remakes. But the original by Nakata is a perfect movie for me in every single way. The style, the atmosphere, the sound design, and the nails, how they sound when she's coming out of the TV, and all of that, and the design of Sadako, and the whole idea and premise, even though it's based on a novel, the idea of a cursed videotape, and that played into all technology advancing at the time. And we got all those Japanese horror movies with the internet, and then fear.com and Pulse, and they all were focusing on technology. But The Ring was the first one really to do that. And it's such an infamous idea and movie that if you go to anybody, even if they're not a horror fan, and you say, that movie with the cursed videotape, immediately they're going to say The Ring, because it's just that famous of a movie and story. But Nakata's version is superior in every way, in my opinion. And so that is a top 30 movie of mine in general, and definitely the best of this year for me, 98.
Gore, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. You think that's the better, superior version?
Oh, absolutely, man. No matter how hard we try to remake these, even if they are good somewhat or good a lot, we can't capture that magic. We just can't do it. There's
something about them, there's something the way that they make ghost movies in general that we just don't. It's the cultural difference. It's a massive culture difference, and they're scared of very different things that we are, and it shows through the horror movies in both countries.
The mood, man, the lighting and everything. The lighting and everything.
It's so much more stylish.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Chat, I'm sorry I didn't get to read a lot of your comments. I'm like super sick, so it's like a little hard for me to say even what I'm saying. So sorry. Next stream though, I will. I'm so sorry I didn't read a lot of these. I don't want you to think I'm being a dickbag. That's why I'm showing your comments. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks for
yeah, definitely.
Good pick. We unlocked JT, but it's okay because it's Gore's turn. What's your number 2? Well, I'm sorry. Didn't we do number 2? Ray, help me out. We know number 1, right?
Yeah. He just we're on number 1.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he and I are friends, and we do we've done a lot of content together, and we talk a lot. I totally agree. Number 1, I got Ringu.
Wow.
Should I even go, because Ringu is mine too?
You guys are
go ahead.
Well, I would like to at least hear the commentary from you guys. Like,
okay.
Well, why is it The Ring? Like, I mean, Ring. I'm sorry, how am I saying Ringo? Is that right?
Ringu.
Ringu.
It's just Ring, but yeah, Ringu.
It's also Ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went with The Ring. They went with Ring or Ringu. Yeah.
Okay. So let me guess the subtitles, right?
It's just the atmosphere, man.
Yeah.
And the thing about subtitles is what I tell people. There's so many people out there that won't watch films with subtitles, and I tell them you're missing out. Less than I'd say a third into the movie. When you get into the movie, you won't even realize you're reading the subtitles anymore. So anybody who won't read watch a movie with subtitles, like a foreign film with subtitles, give it a shot. Give yourself a chance to get into it. You won't even realize you're reading anymore. I guarantee it.
I watch regular movies. I watch English movies with subtitles. So
yep.
It's not. It's something I've always done, and so watching foreign movies and reading the subtitles doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. It's and I do the same. Like, I remember people used to get mad when I used to watch movies with subtitles, because it's we understand the language, but something about having to follow along. When you read a lot and then you have to do it to when you want to relax, it's just, I don't know. But
you won't even realize it. You won't even know you're doing it. But if you get a really good film and you get about a third into that motherfucker, you won't even realize you're reading anymore. I guarantee you, dude. Once you get into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I read a lot. I just prefer to have the subtitles, even when I'm watching something in English.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to wrap up the Ringu, Ray? Anything else that we missed that you love?
No, not really. Other than you can always count on the Japanese to make a amazing horror film.
Great atmosphere.
They're the masters with it.
You can count on me never to put you guys together again, because you have the same mind. You all have the same picks. No, I'm joking. That's very interesting.
I was so glad because I saw my shit spinning, and I said, I'm about to have a dropout. And I said, I hope it ain't lasting. But
well, you didn't miss too much.
What did you guys pick? What was your number 1?
We both picked Ringu.
All right, perfect.
They
Yeah.
suck.
More importantly, Cal, what is your number one?
You guys
Oh,
suck.
yeah.
I just want to
I'm so
tell you that. What can I do with this? It's all the same pick. No, I'm joking.
When movies are that
love
good,
it that you guys
it's
have the
always
same
gonna
mind.
be. It's always gonna be that good. If there's
And,
a
like,
movie that's
yeah.
good, I could have cheated at. Actually, I was gonna throw this out as a cheat, but I couldn't even use it fully as a cheat because I haven't seen the movie. But I could base it just off the director, and it's a full-on cheat. This movie was made in the 70s and by Mario Bava, who's a favorite director of mine, called Rabid Dogs. And
Right.
Rabid Dogs was released in 98, 97/98, depending on where you live. So I was going to throw that in there and just bank my life on Mario Bava and how he's never made a bad movie and guarantee that would be the best movie out of all of these. But again, it was from the 70s. It was finally made available in 98, 97.
We got a lot of subtitle sympathizers in this chat. Jesus Christ.
Subtitle sympathize. I love that. I'm stealing that shit, Cal. You better believe it.
All right,
I'm
just
taking that phrase.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'll drop you that check.
For sure.
It's in the mail already. Yeah, you should be getting it tomorrow.
But
It's
yeah,
good
man.
stuff, man. Foreign horror films are great, man. I mean, just foreign in general.
God damn.
True.
Not just Japanese, but Spanish, and all of them are good, dude.
Oh,
From
yeah,
every country.
Yeah.
It's no secret. Me and Gore are huge Italian horror fans in the community. We're like the Italian people. Us and Subjective Perspective Collective, Dirk, and them. And
You guys didn't go down the rabbit
I'm
hole.
making a full documentary right now, you know? So it's like,
I know. I can't wait for that. Because I did my Bava documentary like 2 years ago, and that shit's still going, and it's been climbing, which I was happy with because I used old clips in it, which I don't do often unless I'm doing like a mini documentary like that. And I got to go back and do George Romero Part 2 because I did the mini doc on his original Dead trilogy, and then I had a whole plan. It's even titled Episode 2A, and it was supposed to be a B. that talks about his non-dead films, and then a C that talks about the second trilogy. And I just never got around to it. I got to get back to that.
Well, I want to say something about this comment here. You know, it's better. You know,
the next one's interesting too, Cal. The next comment is also interesting. Just you know, it's much
until
better
you get to Kung Fu flicks, sir. Kung Fu flicks, the bad dubbing.
That's true.
The charm. Like especially if you were young watching them, like that bad dubbing is everything.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree, except for when it comes to Kung Fu flicks, because that's part of the entertainment. But you know, and I'll let JT answer to this. He says,
why did they always overdub it? I don't know if it was a budget thing a lot of the times, but they even in English, like they would have the English actors that spoke English, and they wouldn't film the sound when they film their movies, and the English actors would dub their English voices in and their dialogue. So even the English actors, it's all dubbed in a lot of the Italian movies. I don't know why they did. It was just something easier to do back then for some reason. It was
I feel like they think it's a cheat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's
call that
one
what
of
they call
the
that
genres.
HDR voice.
Yeah. Oh, like ADR, like putting it in post. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why it bothers me, even in American movies when they do it. I know sometimes you have to, audio gets screwed, or it's just the same.
Yeah, that's usually what they is the reason that they do it.
But
they do use it. You're right, in some weird ass ways.
Jay, as a horror fan, you notice a lot of directors do it a lot as like a cheat, you know, because they can't get good audio out in the wild, so they just
or they won't be able to or you know, they like a line delivery better, or they wrote a line after they filmed the scene that they like better, and something they'll have the actor ADR that line, and it's been used forever. But there's some weird ways that it's definitely been utilized, and TV shows too use ADR a ton, especially like multi-camera shows like Arrested Development, a favorite comedy of mine. That show did a lot of ADR. When you can't get the cast together of a show. Like for one thing, that's another case you'll see a lot of ADR.
It's nice when they know how to cut it though, because sometimes they can cut it with scenes where you can't even really tell that it's off a little bit.
Exactly.
But
that's how you know you got someone, a good editor, and someone who's editing it well. Because if you can make that ADR line be when it's the back, and you see it often, is the back of a character's head, or when the character's off screen even, and you'll get the line there because that's where they can throw it in, and you're not seeing that it doesn't match their face.
Yeah, so like
science to it for sure.
The Chicken Popcorn and Stepfather, I noticed when I watch her in movies, a lot of her movies are always audio dubbed, and I don't know what, it must be something about her voice is very soft. You ever notice how soft her voice is? And I just noticed, I'm like, it started annoying me because I started watching a lot of her movies, and I'm like, why does she always have, even in she's in another movie called Cutting Class with Brad Pitt.
Cutting Class is a fun one. Yeah, Brad Pitt's first.
He has audio dubs through the whole movie. And she speaks so soft, you don't really notice. But as you're really focused on this movie, it's like, why is all her movies audio dubbed? It's just weird. But
yeah, that's really interesting me and making me look up.
But it was just a tick of mine. I don't think it bothered anybody else, but it was just.
It's Jill Schoen.
Jill Schoen, yeah, I just came on the same.
I love her though. There's no knock. I found that like.
Oh, that's right. She was in When a Stranger Calls Back, also, which I never really cared for at all.
I need to see that. I never seen that one. But I'm gonna jump into my number one. Sorry to keep.
What's
my number one is the greatest 1998 movie of all time. You know,
we already talked about Ringo.
You mean Blade? You mean Blade? That blade will cut through that ring. I'm just telling you. But no, my number one.
The blade will cut through that ring.
For sure.
That's great.
My number one is a true classic, never goes out of style. Tiff, look at me. I'm all rubber. It's Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky is...
Actually, that should have been an honorable mention now that I'm looking back.
For sure.
Me, that should have been an honorable mention.
Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, I did like Bride.
I can't tell you the excitement, the stories I could tell you all day long about trying to see this movie when it came out and how excited
I saw it when it came out too. I know it was such a hype because this was the newest one when I was growing up,
and it was a long break, like almost 2 years. Like I mean, was it 6 years? It was
93 or 91 to 98. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's 5 years. Yeah. So it's it was 91. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we just did it, right?
That's what I was just getting confused because I was we just talked about it. It's 91, right? Yeah, 3. So you got it.
My favorite slasher has definitely made the list of both of my years. Yeah. So I absolutely love this movie. I love the kills. The guy that kills himself, and Chucky says, "Yeah, that'll work too." There's just so many good things. Introducing
the pinhead kill with the nails.
Yeah, why does that look so familiar?
That's a great line, and it's a great kill too. And I gave Tiffany props for that when I talked about that movie because they always forget Tiffany. They always forget to mention her in those movies because that was her idea. That kill.
She's so good, and even just with Dewey's brother in the beginning, he gets axed off, and it ain't the size that matters; it's what you do with it. The guy that gets killed in the beginning.
The Bride of Frankenstein reference, I love that when she's Jennifer Tilly is watching.
He had to do that because
Bride of Frankenstein
play off the title, right?
Exactly. So I love that homage in there.
The intro is beautiful. I love that Rob Zombie song. It's became classic.
I love Rob Zombie.
And then let's not forget about the Easter eggs of Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. Michael Myers' head from H2O is in there, and the Freddy and the Jason
and the crate from Creepshow.
Yeah. That is such cool. Like, that reminds me of you guys ever heard the exchange of how they were upping each other for what was the scariest movie of its time, like on Nightmare on Elm Street, they showed the clip of
Evil Dead. And, Craven and Raimi were going back and forth back then, right? With Hills Have Eyes was in Evil Dead, the poster for Hills Have Eyes, I believe. And then in Nightmare you had Evil Dead, and then
they were claiming that now I'm the king. I
think he answered back with another movie, and then that Craven did with something else, or Raimi put something else of a Craven and something like that. They had that little fun rivalry going back and forth.
Yeah. And I always think that's great because in the 90s were you could say it's because horror, especially slashers, were phasing out, but they were actually getting to a point where they were showing love to each other and connecting them, like Jason with having the Evil Dead Easter eggs when Jason Goes to Hell, and then you see these Easter eggs in Bride of Chucky. So, and like I said, Jennifer Tilly, she became that character over time. It feels like they're just one and the same now.
Yeah.
But she did a lot for that character. She kind of, in a way, reinvigorized that franchise. So
she definitely breathed new life into it for sure. Because that you gave Chucky a partner in crime. I mean, at that point, and then the next movies, it's the logical progression, and we've seen it like so many times with being, you know, people ripping it off, like R.L. Stein with the which came. I'm pretty sure the Night of the Living Dummy came afterwards, but then it went the same course. And when there was 3 Night of the Living Dummy books in the Goosebumps series, and there was Bride of the Living Dummy, and then there was Son of the Living Dummy, and like so, it did the same thing, and it's the logical way to take it. Oh, that's another. By the way, honorable mention that I brought up earlier for 91, Dolly Dearest. That's a fun movie.
Dolly Dearest.
It's
been so long.
And the Killer Doll movie.
I was also in a bidding war with somebody for that movie and I lost. But it's been a while since I
seen it. About Bride of Chucky. This is also the film that Jennifer Tilly kind of came into her own. She was always kind of in the shadow of her sister.
The shadow of Meg, right? Yeah.
For years, and this is where she finally had a role where she came into her own, and she actually surpassed her.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, look at what has Meg Tilly done recently that you could think
of.
Yeah,
and if you came into her,
not much.
During that time,
Psycho 2 was like the last thing I remember.
Yeah, and I love
Invasion to the Body Snatcher. She had a small.
That's right. That's right.
She also did. I can't think of that film that she did, but it had Glenn Close in it and Kevin Kline and all that. It's the one about their they're all college friends, and this one college friend kills himself, and they all come together. It's got William Hurt in it.
That sounds familiar.
Oh my God, that's I can't think of the name of it, man. Hold on.
Dude, we all have so many movies floating around our minds and shit. It's miraculous that we can remember half the stuff we do.
Meg is an afterthought. Like they actually bring her on in the Chucky series, and she plays.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, for that murder mystery episode, right? That's which
was one of the best episodes. You know,
that episode made me split because it made me stop watching the series for a bit because I couldn't get into the first 10 minutes. But then I went back and said, "Let me finish this show up," and I really enjoyed that episode a lot, actually. I think she won an award to Tilly for that.
I think they should actually take that and just run with that, like that part of the universe, and like just take Jennifer and do something with that tone and those.
I agree.
Like a separate thing. I really think that'd be cool.
Like her whole thing that she's Jennifer Tilly, the star, but she's not because in her real body, it's not really her. But you have like the media now, the police, they're inquiring about her, murdering people, and all this is falling on Jennifer Tilly. You could take all of that in a completely its own direction and do its own thing with that. Just with Tilly and evading the cops and having to explain that I'm in a different body and that she sounds insane. She gets thrown into the asylum. Yeah, you got so much stuff of content right there with that whole.
You could build a whole series on and just let Chucky be its own thing, and then they could do that. And I always, as much as I love the original Chucky trilogy, I favor it more. But there was only so much you could do with a killer doll. So he actually evolved this franchise and continued it, whether people like it or not, and whether it be comedic or whatever tone. At least it's progressing. It's becoming something else. But what else can you ask for? So it's not like it's a stalemate like the rest of our favorites.
That's one thing me and Cal always agree. We both are huge Chucky fans. Like Child's Play is a favorite franchise of mine. It's a favorite franchise of his too. I know that.
We still got to do that stream.
I know. With May, we got to do. We've been talking about this forever. Me, him, and May are huge Chucky fans. We got to do a whole series retrospective and stuff, and include the TV series in the talk too. So I got to brush up on that and rewatch the third season at least.
I'm sorry, Gore. You have something to say? I'm sorry.
Well, no. I was just gonna say the name of that movie was The Big Chill.
Oh, though you were thinking of with Kevin Kline, everyone you were saying, and
Kevin Kline, it's got Kevin Kline, man. It's got oh my God, Mary Kay Place. It's got Meg Tilly. It's got William Hurt. It's got Jeff Goldblum. Oh, wow. It's got yeah,
that's a hell of a cast.
Before we move from this, real quick, who do you guys think in there? Like, I know Jennifer is more popular, but who do you think was better for their roles, Jennifer or Meg?
Oh no!
I mean, if we're talking like Jennifer Tilly in the Chucky series versus like Meg Tilly in Psycho 2, then it would be Meg Tilly in Psycho 2 for me. Just because Psycho 2 for me is one of the greatest sequels ever made.
She's probably the better actress as far as textbook acting goes. She's more honed in her skills. But Jennifer Tilly's got this funny thing about her. First time I ever seen her,
she's so hot too. I mean, somebody said that in the chat. Shout out to them for calling out how hot Tilly is.
Like 1985, she was in a comedy with Bill Murray's little brother. It's called Moving Violations. That's the first time I ever seen her. And she can be funny. And she played that ditzy with that voice in that movie too. She's a lot. So
yeah. She was in another movie. I can't remember the name, and she was maybe it was I can't forget it. It was a smaller movie, but it was fun. She was like a gold digger. She was kind of fun. Totally forgot what it was called, but she had some good stuff. She had a little small role in Liar Liar, but I love Jennifer Tilly, and I agree. She is hot. And I did have Chucky 3 as my number one if you were here. I don't think you were, but that was my number one of 1990.
I knew that was your number one. I knew that before we started live.
See,
I knew that would be. I know how much you love that movie. That's why
the military scene. This is it right here. That's what I love it, but I don't know. It's a little bit military.
I'll address that. Thank you. First of all, the Garth Brooks mic. There's reasons, and there's a few. One is that I've always been a gamer, and it's a lot easier too. I'm a musician, so I like having headphones on and being able to hear sound. And 3 is I'm very fucking mobile with my hands. I talk with my hands a lot, so it's easier just having a headset on with a mic, and instead of having to hold a mic, I have one in front of me. It's just easier this way. So that's the reason. Those are the 3 reasons.
Okay, to recap. So for me, I had my top 3 was my number 1 was Bride of Chucky for 1998. I had Italia 2 for I Still Know What You Did Last Summer and Halloween H2O. And my number 3 was The Faculty. JT, what was your 3?
My number 1 was Ringu. Number 2 was The Faculty. And number 3 was Pi by Darren Aronofsky.
Okay. Gore?
My number 1 was Ringu or Ring. 2 was Strangeland, the D. Snyder. And 3 was The Faculty.
Okay. And Ray?
My number 1 was Ringu. Number 2 was Blade. And 3 was John Carpenter's Vampires.
Mm-hmm. See, you wasn't scared to do Blade. See, I was a little scared, but yeah.
I had Blade on my honorable mentions list. I've never been a big fan of the movie, though, honestly. I probably haven't seen it in 20 years.
Goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. He isn't a fan of Blade. What are we doing? No, I'm joking. I would never, man.
No, I started laughing.
I never heard that, though. That was crazy.
Yeah, I've seen Blade maybe twice in my life.
It's been a while since I watched Blade too.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies like
it's so
popular films like that I just saw when I grew up. I saw once or twice. Said that they're good.
It's
never like
it's a Guillermo del Toro too.
Dude,
a lot of his movies I've never seen.
Superhero and a horror film. It just fits all of those things, and it's so underrated.
I mean, Wesley Snipes' performance is iconic.
Del Toro is just good.
You can never.
But I agree with Gore. 2 is slight. I don't have it way above it, but it is the better one for me. But I love them both for sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah,
I never saw any of the sequels to the Blade.
The third one's awful. Should have been good. Yeah. It has a great premise, but it's bad. But that's why he should get one more movie. An Old Man Blade, send him off into the sunset, I think would be. Because that third movie, they're getting off on
what Anthony said in the chat.
He's
pretty good solid, and I hate comic book
Wolverine
shit.
And
that's how I feel. I've never been a comic book fan. Like or any type of like comic book movie.
You played a cameo in that. You knew that, right?
I don't know if I believe you, JT. Okay, real quick. You're not a comic book fan. Did you like Constantine?
Don't remember it. I did see it. Don't remember it. Didn't care for it.
What was the other one I was going to say? Did you like Brightburn?
Didn't see it.
Brightburn is good.
Fucking good.
Didn't see Brightburn, but I heard good things about that one. Actually,
so good. See, that's what I'm saying. You're a fan, man. There's some comic.
That's why I never say I hate anything. If you'll notice, unless there's a movie that like it's so bad that I really just fucking hate it. Even when it comes to Scream, I don't use the word hate because it's such a strong word. Because there's always something I can pull positive for the most part out of any movie, right? Out of anything in life. At least one or two positive things. If you can pull a positive out.
Darkman, it kept coming up under these lists for this year, but I couldn't see putting it in as a horror movie, even though it's Sam Raimi.
Darkman's a good movie. Yeah.
But Darkman is really, that's my jam. Even though I like the second and third one better, because I kind of like Ray knows this. I like Voslo as Darkman better than Neat.
Yeah.
But it just
Darkman's a good one. That's a good pick right there.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not the biggest comic book person either, but there are a good few that I really do like. Like I like the first, I like the first Iron Man. I also like The Crow. So there's a lot of good comic book movies out there.
For sure. I more so also mean when like DC Marvel like stuff, like superhero shit. That more so. Like if it's horror or if it's thriller or like any genre, but it's not like a superhero thing, but it's a comic adaptation, that's completely different. That's a different conversation. It's like The Empty Man is a masterpiece movie from 2020 that hardly anybody talks about or has seen. It's based off a comic book. That I don't think of when I think like comic book stuff, like for a movie. Like The Walking Dead, similar. Like I love that show. That's based off a comic. I don't look at it as a comic book thing. I guess comic book just triggers my mind to think superhero. Yeah, is basically what I'm thinking.
Road to Perdition, right? Nobody knows that's a comic. You know,
Road to Perdition. Road to Perdition was a good movie.
Kick-Ass.
I didn't know that was a comic.
Oh yeah, Kick-Ass was good too. I read all the comics to that. Well, except for the third. I didn't read the third one.
Ray, I could have swore you like DC though. I know you wasn't big into Marvel.
I like DC more than Marvel.
Okay.
But
you're like Star Wars cow though, right? You love your Star Wars, right?
I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but no, I would say my go-to franchise is probably like my top favorite would be like Lord of the Rings. I like Planet of the Apes. I even like Harry Potter. Like
I like the series. I like the Harry Potter series.
You said Harry Potter, she got to go.
Well, I just said it too. You can kick me too.
Yeah.
I read the books when they were coming out. When I was maybe a preteen, teen or so. Maybe it's when they were coming out. And then I
read the books.
I liked them.
Actually, I'm rebuying. I'm actually rebuying the books. I just recently bought the Slytherin House edition books.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because I'm going to be rereading them.
Ones for every the 4 groups. That's cool.
Yeah, they had it was an exclusive set. It was only available in the UK, but they had all the houses, so you could be like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw.
That's great, Mark.
Yeah, but Slytherin is my house, so I got the Slytherin books. But yeah, I'm rereading them because of the show.
Oh, what, they have a show coming now?
Yeah, there's gonna be an HBO show. It's coming out in 2027, I think.
Interesting.
What is this? What is this hate speech here? Did he say Darkman 0 out of 4? That's
he's hating on
I just get to say that
he was the one that I was agreeing with on the comic book stuff for a while. I mean, Darkman I haven't seen in years, but
his uncle helped build the Batman 89 engine. And I was
I was laughing at that. That was a great comment.
Maybe he's in the special footage.
We can watch it. Nah, I'm good.
I'm like, oh, and then he goes and says the Darkman 0. I'm like, God damn.
Funny. He's right up my alley.
If I was a sensitive person, I block you. No, I'm joking. I would never. But great stream, everybody. Great stream. Had some fun.
Thank you again, man.
I didn't expect you guys to be one mind on a lot of these picks. No, because you guys are all different, and I strive to put different people together for a purpose. I just want everybody to see so many different sides. Like, because I feel like I think Gore is so traditional, so hardcore horror. You know, his perspective on horror is just so, you know, he's a cinephile for horror, you know, and I just feel like that. Not saying anybody else isn't. And JT, I know me and you disagree, but I know we land a lot at the same sometime too. We land on the same thing. So I was interested.
That's one thing I love with you, Cal, is whenever you come into a stream of mine or something, and you know how I am and I know how you are, so you know we're fucking with each other. Yeah. But when he comes in and he starts just shitting on the movie, I love him talking about it stuff. Yeah, I'll do the same right back and stuff. I love that. I really do, brother. When you come and do that,
I mean, I'll kick your movie, but it is never personal. I'm just
Of
joking.
course, no, I'm the
Some
last
people need
person.
to know. They think
I
somebody
know
agree.
exactly. You like some people don't get it,
No.
but I'm the last.
If I didn't like you, I wouldn't
sarcastic,
say
jokey
anything.
person there is. So I mean, you can't offend me.
Yeah, I'm just joking. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, and I love them. As long as you give me the why, even if I don't agree, I
That's
love
the
to hear
important
why.
part. That's the most important part is the why. And that's why when there's movies that'll kind of like the Strangers Chapter 2 for a recent example of a terrible film. And
Did
Chapter
you hate the
1.
first one though? The first remake?
Both terrible. The first one and this one was even worse. The Chapter 2.
But I don't think the original first one is such a great movie.
See, that's where we're in agreement.
Oh,
I love the Strangers, but I don't think it's as good as everyone ever hyped it up to be. I vastly prefer Prey at Night.
I do too. I feel like it's a love letter to slasher films.
And the 80s.
Tyler, man. It's Liv that puts it over. It's Liv Tyler that puts that first one over, man.
Liv Tyler's performance is what really elevates that film. And Brian Bertino's directing too.
It just feels like what's the actress that died? God, they always do movies on her. Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sharon Tate. It just feels so Sharon Tate-ish, and I don't know.
It was inspired by that. I think The Strangers was inspired by from Bartino. Got the idea from a few places. One, I think, was the Sharon Tate murders, but more important, like personally for him, he was living in this neighborhood when he was a kid, and there was a random knock on the door when he was home alone with his mom, and it scared him for some reason. They didn't open the door. And then simultaneously, at maybe around the same age or so, in his neighborhood, there were a few break-ins and home invasions that were happening. No murders and stuff, but houses being broken into. So he took all of that, and that's where the inspiration for The Strangers came. Even though there is a French film called Ils or Them from 2007, I think, or 2006, a year or two before The Strangers, that a lot of people have said that The Strangers ripped that movie off. I recently watched it for the first time, and I don't remember if I ever saw it, actually. So I couldn't, and it wasn't jogging my memory. It's not that similar, though, to The Strangers. It's a home invasion movie, and it's very similar in that whole premise. But besides that, it goes in a completely different direction. But The Strangers Prey at Night, that's the best for me.
Yeah, the music they use, everything about it. It's just
the music,
except for the kill of the mom. It's just so unbelievable that she wouldn't fight back. You know,
I know. Yeah, there's a lot of that in that movie. To be fair to that film, like there's a lot of stupid decisions and logic and not fighting back and not shooting someone immediately. There's a ton of that, but just the total eclipse of the heart scene in the pool.
So great.
Is one of my favorite scenes of that decade, of the 2010s. That's a favorite scene of mine. And I think it does it so much better than Urban Legend using that same music, which I think Total Eclipse of the Heart, say whatever you want. As a lifelong musician, I think it's one of the greatest compositions ever written. I think it's in the top 10 songs, I think, for me.
It's the breakup song. It is the breakup song.
It's just like the perfect pop ballad from the 80s. And the way that all the lights in that scene, we're going to be doing a watch along during Halloween week. We're doing a matinee every day and a late night. I know Keith's going to join me on a bunch of those. You guys are all invite for everybody. Anyone wants to join, we're doing a matinee from Friday the 24th and a late night every day till Halloween. So I think it's like 14 or 16 movies for that week. And Strangers will be the matinee on the 28th, and that night, the late night, will be the Prey at Night sequel. So we're going to be rewatching those the 28th. But that whole scene is phenomenal. With the Total Eclipse of the Heart, that slow zoom in, or it's not even slow, it's a crash zoom almost, when Pinup Girl runs up behind discount little Bill Paxton's son, and or Bill Pullman's son, and that then he stabs the shit out of Pinup Girl, and then the whole scene with the sound design when they go underwater, and you can hear the music clear when they're above the water, and then they go struggling underneath the water, and it's all muffled. The sound design's fucking great. I can go on and on about that scene alone. That scene is so
Attention to
good.
detail. Yes, for sure.
There's so much of it. There's so
And
much
just like
style.
the
And
nods to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and
yes, at the end,
so many good things in
it's
that movie.
so Texas Chainsaw. That ending straight up TCM.
I'm glad to finally found people who agree on that. I just think that's such a better film.
I feel like that film has aged extremely well. Extremely well, because I feel like that movie's getting a lot more love every single year, and I see more people say they like that film than the original than I see like the original like nowadays. And it took a little bit for that movie people to warm up to it. I think chapter 1 and 2 now played a big role in Prey at Night getting bumped up for like most people, because that was the whole reason I brought it up. It was just how bad chapter 1 and 2 are. And you have Rennie Harlan directing, which is what blows my mind the most. And I joke that I think they got something on him. I think they're blackmailing his ass to fucking direct these movies, these 3 chapters. They did them all back to back, but I don't know.
I gave him a shot because the first one, I'm like, it's a fucking remake. I mean, it was a little bit more modern, and I didn't hate it. It was like, okay, it is what it is. It's not better, but okay, I could deal with it. But I thought 2 was going to blow us away because it's like, all right, now he's getting into his. I thought he was going to have a hospital, thing.
Yeah. Did you see 2 yet?
I haven't seen it yet. So I'm just hearing so many bad things.
It's basically just an hour and 20-minute chase sequence. Like that's basically what it is. And the first, like I said, it's not terrible, but it was just unneeded. It was just a carbon copy reboot with just done poorly and worse in every way imaginable versus Bartino's version. And then it makes you wonder, all right, with chapter 2 and 3, there's got to be something, that they're going in a different direction. There's got to be some great ideas coming, right? Then you get 2, and it's like, no. So it's like chapter 3. But at that point, even if they knock it out of the fucking park with chapter 3, which I highly, highly doubt that'll ever happen, who's going to sit through the first 2 chapters again just for that payoff? I mean, nobody.
It would have to be amazing. And the sad part is this one is doing so bad that I don't, even if it's amazing, I don't think people are going to take the chance to go see it. So it won't be good.
It might not even go to theaters, honestly. If it bombs as hard as it looks like it's been doing, it might just go right to streaming because it's filmed already. Don't forget, like they filmed them all together, so they can just be.
I hate that.
Not looking good. Let's put that 3rd one out there. Let's just get it out there. I'm not
a fan of that because that usually a lot of that means we won't get it on physical media. And just as a completionist, I would want to buy it, and it kind of. It just
did we ever get Barbarian on physical media yet? I don't think we have we?
Not yet, but you should.
No.
Me and Pat were talking about this last night. I did it live watch on TikTok of The Guest, which is another favorite 2010s movie of mine, The Guest by Adam Wingard. Oh, I love that movie. We were talking about that Barbarian will probably be getting some physical release soon with the success of Weapons.
I hope so.
Yeah, it definitely should. I can't see.
I actually just watched Weapons.
What'd you think?
Weapons is good.
I liked it. I really could not understand what her purpose was. The old woman.
To continue living, I think.
Basically,
that's what I was thinking.
Trope, basically, because she makes that line of dialogue. This doesn't spoil really anything for people who haven't seen it that hasn't been already, but like when she says they got a touch of consumption, the parents, that gives it away right there that she's a lot older than she is, or and even the guy Benedict Wong's character says, isn't, because I honestly don't know what consumption is. I thought that was something the soldiers got back in the day, and he's right. It's like that's something like 100 years ago. So she's been around for a while.
I kind of assumed that was it, even though the movie doesn't tell you outright. But I was kind of assuming that was her whole gig, because when she was asked, will she get better or something like that, she was like, "Oh, your parents were supposed to make me get better."
Yeah.
And it's not working.
And it wasn't working. And now that's when she did it with the kids. And typical witch shit, like I said in my review on it, typical witch shit. And that's the thing that took that movie down for me.
I did not expect that. I didn't expect that.
It's not like I saw the witch angle coming, which I really liked, pun intended, the first 2 acts of the movie. It's a lot of suspense. There was a lot of great buildup. I love the cast in it. Brolin and Garner. I love Julia Garner. I adore that woman. She's such a great actress, and everything was like really working well, and the format and the narrative structure and the way that they tell it, kind of like Pulp Fiction. And then you get that reveal, and you find out what's really going on when you meet Aunt Gladys, and then it just it's like that's it. Like that was my reaction and my feel and takeaway from it. Like that's it. That's all we're dealing with is a typical witch story. That's basically how I felt about that movie. I think it's excellently made. I think it's a near excellent film.
Weapons for me.
Way overhyped.
The ending had me dying, though. I laughed so hard at the ending. But yeah, it was great. I had fun with it.
That's true.
I think it was overhyped. But it's tuberculosis. Right? Yeah, which would mean
that's just what they used to call it. That's what they used to call it. The fact that she called it that says, it's the old.
Yeah, no, she's really old.
You guys really didn't say spoiler alert. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
We're so used to talking. You know what? For me, I'm so used to talking spoilers because all I do is spoiler reviews. I mean, I'll do a spoiler free, and if I do, I'll put in the title. It'll be a spoiler free review, but that's rare unless it's a movie.
Watch it now. The reason to go see it now, huh?
Yeah,
wasn't high on my list. Didn't look that interesting. I seen a lot
it's
of people
very overhyped, Cal. I'll say that. Like, it's very overhyped. Just like Bring Her Back. Just like Bring Her Back was very overhyped. And Talk to Me, I thought was extremely overhyped. There's been a lot of movies getting super hyped up, like they're the greatest horror movies in decades lately, like the last 2 years. And those movies are all examples of it. Even though I think Weapons nails it the most. I think Weapons it met the hype as close as.
I'm looking forward to Black Phone too. I
didn't like the first one actually at all. I'm looking. I'll check out the second one. It's on my list.
They say it's like a Nightmare on Elm Street love child. You know, it's a homage thing. That's what they're saying. So
it needed more Ethan Hawke.
What are you saying, Keith?
The first one needed more Ethan Hawke in it. It didn't have enough Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. I didn't care for it. I don't remember it even that much. That's how I am with movies I don't like. If it just doesn't click, I just watch it. I say, all right, this is good, and then it's out of my memory by like a week later.
Ray, is this your brother here? He doesn't like anything like you.
It speaks volumes when you can't remember. It says a lot.
Yeah, I watched Black Phone, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. And then I put it on my shelf, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah, like, and it's not to say it's not to say movies like that are bad. Like, I'm not trying to be negative, and maybe I come off as critical too much on movies, but I take them that seriously. Like, I look at them as fucking art.
Enjoyed it, and you guys need to watch Brightburn. What the hell you're doing with your life?
I didn't really care for Brightburn too much.
That one, I haven't seen Brightburn, so that's been on my watch list for a while.
Brightburn's great.
I've heard great things about it.
It's me on a bad day. It's just me.
Is it?
Yeah,
I gotta watch it then. I gotta watch it.
That's so good. But
it's been on my list. Yeah, I gotta watch
real quick. What you guys think of Abigail? Because I really fucking love Abigail.
Didn't care for that one either.
Oh my god,
I haven't seen it.
I really didn't like that one. It was again. It's one of those mainstream horror films that does well at the box office, attracts a lot of people. It does pretty well, and it's fun and it's good. But then, like, would I ever go back and watch it again, like, or consider it, like a what's the right word I'm looking for, like a landmark or something to remember in the horror genre? No, like, it's just another fun.
I truly enjoy you, Mr. Cinematic Brain Damage. This guy's killing everything I love.
I enjoyed it. It's just
my niece loves Abigail, and I've probably only watched it as many times as I have because of my niece wanting to watch it all the time. Mm-hmm. But my niece is very young, so
what are you trying to say here?
My niece is 10, so but
okay, that hurt.
But
10. Right.
I mean, it has its moments. I find it funny in some places, but
I just find it very enjoyable. Like, I found Renfield enjoyable.
It's fun. It's
they're
fun.
not scary, but I just find it like I don't know. I think
Renfield's another
Dan
one I have to
Stevens
see.
is one of the best upcoming actors. He's so good in everything I see him.
Who?
Dan Stevens.
Oh, Dan Stevens is phenomenal. That's what I just watched last night. The
Yeah.
Guest with him. He's so good.
He's so good in The Guest. He's so good. If you ever see a movie called Criminal Activities, he's like phenomenal.
Yeah, I have seen that. He's great in that. He's great in Cuckoo from last year.
I didn't see
Which
that one.
I thought that was vastly better than Abigail for a Dan Stevens movie. He was in both of those, and I feel like in Abigail, even I feel like he wasn't utilized.
He's pretty good in Legion, even though Aubrey Plaza steals the scenes. He's pretty good.
Aubrey Plaza is great.
But yeah. Well, thank you, chat. I just want to shout out everybody in the chat that came through. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you guys for hanging out. Really.
Thank you.
Movie Hunter, Anthony, Cinematic. It's good to meet you two guys. I haven't seen you before. Acres of Movies.
Always great to see new names.
Anthony. Who else did I don't want to miss nobody. They'd be mad at me. Syntheside.
My
Culture.
Synth, let me know about
Chris, what up?
joining some of those watch-alongs if you want for Halloween week.
Black Larry, Cat Dad, man. What's going on? It was good to see him. Haven't seen him in a while. I think that's about. I think I got everybody. I think. And if I missed you, I truly apologize. But I appreciate your time and you being here. It means a lot to me. Trust me.
Absolutely.
And thank you for the sub. I'm trying to be like I don't know. I got a lot of that bad stuff out of me, so I'm getting a little better. But I was sick, and so I probably will do better next stream. But
I'm hoping you start feeling better, man.
Yeah, who says I can't bring people over? Who says I can't bring people to the stream?
Yeah.
What?
Right. Now I feel bad because I remember I gave Gore a little bit of trouble. He got ill one time. We were supposed to do a stream, and I'm like, "Come on, man! And he's just like, "Oh, shit." And now, like, when I got sick, I was like, "Oh, this is how Gore felt."
There's been times that I've slept through my own streams and shit multiple times. Not in a while, but there's been times for sure. There's times that I just had something scheduled and I wasn't feeling good or whatever, and I fell asleep, woke up, and 2 hours passed when I was supposed to. That's shit, man. I mean, Keith, those two, I've missed ones out. I've fallen asleep on Keith a few times.
There's like 10 or 15 people right there saying, "Where's he at?" Well,
I don't know why they do this.
That's one thing that I am consistent with is being spontaneous and inconsistent. So you never know what you're gonna get.
Same inconsistency, my thing.
Long as you get there, though, guys. I mean, you guys put out content, so that's always good. And that's why I was pushing for this because I'm like, I told myself there was the goal, like I'm going to do this whole month. I'm going to do each week, So I was like, I'm going to do it. So I'm so glad to get you guys in, and it's always good to have you guys in, basically co-hosting.
Oh, this is a blast, man. It's great to actually finally be on your channel and on the stream.
I appreciate you. Shout out Chandler. I missed you. Thank you for always coming. I'm going to get you up here soon. But
what's going on everyone's channel?
Yeah. Before we go, we're going to do you, JT. What you got?
Oh,
you can do it again. I know you did it earlier. We'll do it again.
What do I got going on? I just put out. I'm actually looking at this shit right now. If you want to see some good movies, like talked about, not saying that any of them that we talked about aren't good, but like just saying they're good movies. The same director of Martyrs. Pascal Augier's Ghost Incident in the Ghostland. I just did a deep dive on a few weeks ago, which is a great movie. And just had the director and writer of Slumber Party Massacre 2 on recently.
Really?
Yeah, that's a great movie, man. I love Slumber Party Massacre 2.
Me too.
That is such a fun film. Yeah, with the guitar drill and everything.
Yeah, so Freddy Krueger-ish, like the vibe.
Yeah, and we mentioned that. She talked about it because I called it out. I said it's obviously
the first
Nightmare.
Horror musical. Like nobody talks about that. That's great.
The music's great. So she was great. So Deborah Brock, that interview's up. And From Dusk Till Dawn, the original, I just did a deep dive on. But coming up, we have, I don't know any random reviews, is whatever movie I decide on, it comes out. But we have Halloween week of this year that we're doing the watch alongs I mentioned. Do you mind if I read that schedule real quick? If any of you want to join, Cal, I knew you guys are well.
Here's the schedule, guys. Take it away.
We got schedule for Halloween week starting on Friday, the 24th. We have a matinee and a late night. So we got Dracula from 1931, the original Dracula, on Friday the 24th for the matinee, and the late night is Alien by Ridley Scott. Next day, we have Tales from the Crypt from 72, the original anthology Tales from the Crypt. And that night, we got Fulci's A Lizard in a Woman's Skin from 71. Then we got Trilogy of Terror, another great anthology for matinee. We got The Exorcist for the late night that night. We got A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 as a matinee. We got Mario Bava's Lisa and the Devil. We got The Strangers and The Strangers Pray at Night. We got Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, a.k.a. Brain Dead, and Day of the Dead from Romero. From Beyond from Stuart Gordon. John Carpenter's The Thing. Trick or Treat from 2007. And Halloween by Carpenter on Halloween. So two a day leading up for that whole week. Halloween week 2025. We did the same thing last year.
Nice. All right, guys.
Anybody who wants to join for those, hit me up. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Whatever platform, let me know.
All right. Well, you guys see he has tons of shit. I don't know which one. I heard a couple great movies in there. I hated it coming up, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, but now I think it's debatably. I think debatably it might be his scariest portrayal for the group.
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street, if you just look at it as an Elseworld movie, is phenomenal. So
it's my favorite in the franchise. It hasn't always been. 3 was my favorite as a kid, but 2 was close. So then 2 overtook.
It's not the best for me still. Y'all know I just told you I like Freddy's Dead, but even unbiasedly, it's still not the best. But it has, in my opinion, aged the best out of every one of them. It aged so much better than it was because I think it was a little ahead of its time, and I think it's a better movie.
It was great being able to talk with the director of 2, who also directed Wishmaster.
Best stream, in my opinion. That's my favorite stream.
What with Jack Shoulder? Yeah, yes. The director. Yeah, he was great. Because then he started showing like the effects, like the sketches and stuff, and the storyboards from Nightmare 2, and that was really cool to see. And also because he did Wishmaster 2, and that's my favorite Wishmaster.
Too, I can't forget because you talked to that was the Final Destination guy that did Tamara, right?
Oh, Jeffrey, Tamara, that was Jeffrey Reddick,
I was so pleased to hear that because nobody talks about that film. It's
I know no one talks about Tamara. That 2005. It's Tamara. I don't know which way you say
Tamara Home.
Yeah, Tamara Home, one or the other.
Gore, what you got going, buddy?
Well, first of all, I got to say that JT and I interviewed Sandy Johnson.
That was great. That was great.
Halloween. He's also got a fantastic interview with the Wishmaster. It is great. He actually does. He does a great imitation, and he still sounds just like he did back in Wishmaster.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You guys actually interviewed the guy that plays him?
I had him on. Yeah. But he joined me for Judith Myers. I gotta go back
and watch that. I'm sorry. I love the Wishmasters. That's my guy.
Dude, yeah. I've been getting some bigger and bigger names lately. I mean, Charles Band, Richard Band, Ted Nicolau, Andrew Devoff, Dana DiLorenzo from the Evil Dead TV show. A lot of good people.
Cool. Andrew Devoff recites some really good lines from the film, and God, he still sounds it. Go back and check it out.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, he does sound. He sounded identical because he just went into it. He said his favorite scene in Wishmaster, and he says, "I picked a cigarette up, and I say run," and he goes into the voice. I was clapping because I did not expect that. And he killed it. He still has that same voice.
But I got come up every Thursday night. I do night gallery. Rod Serling Night Gallery reviews with a dude I call the MVP, Joey McCall. I'm also started a new series called Analyzing Scenes, and I'm since October.
Yeah, great episode you just put out.
I'm doing. I started with the Ghost Bob scene from the original Halloween, and what I do is I play the scene, and I discuss what the characters are going through, and I take it from the character's point of view, and that's how I analyze it.
Yeah, it's very well done, guys. Check it out.
Thank you. And I've also been working on it, which is going to turn out to be a 40 or 45 minute deep dive documentary into Lucio Fulci. Now it's not going to be a biography. It's a deep dive into his directing, the filmmaking, the acting, and just about his films. You know what I mean? Most of the documentaries are a biography. Where was he born? When did he die? No, this is about his films. So
that's I can't wait for that, man. You've been working a long while on that. I can't wait. And I know how much time it takes to doing that. Like I did with Bava and Romero. It takes a lot of time getting all those clips and editing them the right way and fucking putting the voiceover and going through everyone.
And I'm going to sample a 4-minute sample sneak peek that I clipped out of there and brought so everybody could check it out and kind of get a sample of what it's
that was good. Oh, if you want to, I forgot to mention to you, dude, if you want to use the music and not worry about copyright, if you want to use any of my covers I've done the Fulci films, you can do that to get past the copyright.
Yeah.
I think that's a Notte Nero, Zombie, and City of the Living Dead.
JT's makes comments in it. Exodus Reviews makes comments in it. Night Watch Zone, Ginger Ninja, and Captain Horror. Several creators are in it, along with Catriona McCall. She also makes comments in it. She actually supplied me with some new comments.
Oh, awesome, dude. That's great.
Look at you guys, such community. I love to see it. I love to hear it. That's what I'm talking about. None of this toxicness, greatness. I love you guys. Ray, what you got?
Well, I'm quite far behind on my YouTube channel, about by a month. Take it or leave it. But I will be having a monthly haul video up in October. I will be covering what I added to my collection through September and October. And I'll probably be doing it in my Victoria Hayes costume because I finally have the rest of the costume coming in, so it'll be complete. So I'll probably do that video dressed as Victoria Hayes.
Oh, nice.
And the reason why I'm so far behind on everything on social media is because I'm currently working on my first novel publication, which was supposed to be released October 31st, but it's running late, so it'll probably be due mid-November. I only have a few more chapters to revise and edit before it can be published. And then, I'll finally be an accomplished author. And my first book is a crime horror that is titled Requiem of an Aria. And it's about a police officer who is assigned to cover murdered child cases across Chicago.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you that you're finally this close to like getting your first book published. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I've been working on this book for almost 2 years now, so it's fine.
That's great. It's great that you're nearing nearing the finish line. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I definitely want to read it. And make sure you send me some version of it when it's done.
Definitely.
It is time. Yeah. If I had a clip of Shang Tsung, it has begun.
I love that.
For real.
I did make the cover art for it myself. Nice. The cover art you can see on my Instagram. It's basically
what's your Instagram again? Really? What's your Instagram?
Lil LIL bit BIT of Ray.
Okay. I'm following you now.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah. I also have because I hired an artist, so the artist also drew my characters. So my characters you can also see on my Instagram channel. So yeah.
Congratulations, Ray. I'm so happy. I know this is your biggest passion project and you've been working so hard on it. Or I would have had you up more. But so taking out time because I know you're so close. So I appreciate you coming up here again, second week in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then after this, I'm taking 2 months off from writing, and then I'm going to go into writing my next series.
She says 2 months like it's really a long time. It's like, okay, great. I understand. You got to keep those creative juices flowing. So I know you can't stay away from it too long, but nice.
And my next series is probably, it's going to be grimdark fantasy drama.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody, please check out Ray. You heard everything she got going on. You won't be disappointed. And get her to do some more YouTube physical media too. I love her.
Start doing as much.
She kills movies. I always have a One
Also,
time
keep
watching
that
her kill
focus
me.
on the book because that's huge. I mean, and obviously your passion
Yeah.
project.
And when it comes
Whatever
closer
you
to
can stuff
its
for
release
content,
date,
do it.
yeah, when it comes closer to its release date, I'll be talking about it a lot more on my channel, and of course, my Instagram is always being updated with stuff about it.
Excellent, excellent. And last but not least, we're going to be here next week, guys, and would love for you to join. Spread the word, like, share this if you can. What you could do for me, chat. I would love if you just leave a comment on how you felt about the stream. Once it's done, post it. Once we're done live, just come back and leave a comment. It'll help the algorithm. I truly appreciate that. If like the stream, if you have, thank you. If not, do that for me, please. But thank you for being here again. I know I've said it a lot, but I truly appreciate everybody's time. This is something we'll never get back. So
I appreciate it. Just the invite, man, and always a great time talking with you.
All right, and until next week,
I know all of you.
KALEL Daily, you know the deal, you know the drill, and JT and Gorfub. You wanna? I'm Gorfo.
Yeah. Because I am Gorphobe and you are not.
All right, I'll let you have the last words. You got something for me?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Not really. And thank you for having me again.
I'm sorry. Thanks, guys. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Wonderful
guys. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
That is 1991 and 1998.
2 hard S's.